Usually they're upstanding members of society. Like, I don't know what's wrong. I'm assuming some sort of mental enchantment.
Whoa.
Sanctuary, baby.
Or they, or they're being told to do this by someone.
And Thomas, you gotta remember, Cranbourne Amps from Sanctuary. Bad guys are drow, kind of Draugr, and Athilans. Not greenskins. Greenskins
Really?
are fellow slaves. Yeah. Underdark, everyone is either a slave or a slaver.
Oh. Interesting.
And drow are kind of the apex a-holes. Like, everybody hates drow for very good reason.
So it's gonna be super interesting when and if you guys find the other party.
Holy crap,
You guys are enslaved by that drow.
Quick, guys, get him!
What are you doing? Kill him! Kill him!
So to set the scene further, there are 5 or 6 large goblin corpses laying around with not necessarily green skin, but kind of a purpley green. They are tall, most of them standing between 6 and 7 feet tall, well muscled, and in several pieces, most of them, except for the one that you have on the ground. Currently in a held person position. I'm assuming somebody would like to tie him up. Stetson does have his sword at the goblin's throat, even though he's not moving, but he is coughing and gurgling through some blood pooling in his mouth. He's taking a beating.
I'm going to loot the random people around the
I'm
battlefield.
not gonna tie them up. I'm gonna go steal their shit real quick.
Okay.
I had a hard time fighting. I wanna take their shit and leave.
I'm the one doing the hold person, so
Are you
I don't-
holding a spell right now, bro?
Yeah, I don't know how much longer I can do this. Please hurry up and tie him up.
Does anybody got like a rope or something? We
I
really
will.
gotta like.
I'll go bind him.
And as you're binding him, you see that, I forgot the name, Humplebumps, cramping out. Is cramping up. And it's starting to slip. The fingers are starting to twitch on the goblinoid creature. And little bit of blood pee comes out on Humplebump's part there.
Are we trying to keep this guy alive or like?
Well, yeah, we gotta find out why they attacked us.
Okay,
I mean,
gotcha.
hobgoblins don't just attack people.
No, I know. It's very strange behavior.
They can't. It's been a long time since
Yeah, so we
I've
have
been here.
him through the throat.
Things might have changed.
I'm not gonna do that.
Who knows? They might have been defending the territory.
It's sassy. I might say.
Brownleaf will interject while you guys are tying him up, and hearing the kind of confusion. No, this is kind of normal behavior for goblins, but these don't look like any goblins I've ever seen. These are different.
Yeah, purple and green. They're Doofenshmirtz, evil, and Corporal.
Heros, can I get an investigation check?
Okay. I got a 13.
You got a 13. As you're inspecting, you don't necessarily find much loot. You find more weaponry. You know, base. They all have a sword on them, a long sword actually. They got their bows with their bundles of arrows. They each have a dagger, and a day's rations with them. And you see on each of them, branded into their right shoulder, is a symbol that is 4 claw marks branded into their shoulder.
Okay. So long sword and what?
6 long swords, if you loot all 6 of them, 6
Yep.
bows, and 60 arrows, and 6 daggers.
And 6 cheeses.
Nothing, yes, 6, not cheeses, 6 sets of rations that are some strange dried meat. And it smells awful.
It's pemmican.
Ugh.
It's which bow is he again?
Longbows.
And 6 of them?
Mm-hmm. Mr. Tango, can I get a survival check to see how well you tied these ropes?
You almost certainly can. Survival, huh?
Guidance, by the way.
For
Say B4.
rope
Yeah.
tying? You're helping?
It's another D20.
That's what I make people.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
the first
I'm doing
D20.
survival.
Plus 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Well, in that case, I rolled a 62.
A 62?
Look at this dude's arms
Yeah,
are turning
okay.
more purple than his skin.
Mm. 23.
23. Alright. You feel like you did a really good job tying this dude up. He's probably not going anywhere.
That guy is tied down.
Alright. So, you guys have tied him down. Haros has collected their weaponry. Yep.
I'm
Humpabump,
gonna go sit
Crampernap.
down for a little bit.
Yo, bro, do you need me to like cauterize the wound or something? Like,
Nah, it's okay. If I go like this, it stops after a while.
you know, I heard that that's not good for you though because it like runs back and clots in your sinuses.
Oh, no. The furblid don't have sinuses. It's just a small one.
Yo, that's wild, man.
That's the weirdest shit I ever heard.
Fucking well.
Right. So, who's a good talker? Like, who?
I mean,
Well, I'm pretty good at giving a hoot and a holler once in a while.
I've done a lot of talking in my day. I don't know
I
what to say all the
answered
time.
persuasion and intimidation, yes.
Well,
Like, what do we need to ask? Because,
if
like,
you were to ascribe a numeric value to your ability to influence another's perception of you,
+5 to intimidation and +6 to intimidation.
Heroes, I don't know what you mean by that. That is a very odd
Oh,
way
I
of
thought you were
speaking.
actually asking outside.
You did ask for a numerical value.
This is an in-character voice.
I'm too tired.
You can't be. We just had a long rest.
I think what we want to know is why they attacked us, who they are, what this thing on their bodies is, the tattoo.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that's
so
fair.
Cheem,
So-
you have the same mods as me, or sorry, not
Whoa.
Cheem. What's your name now?
Heroes.
You're out.
Eros. Okay. You've got the same-
Team could just smooth talk the man and you'll just give up information.
You've got the same mods as me, and if you do it, I can guidance you. So
Okay. It's a +4 to that, right?
plus D4.
Yeah.
And then plus a d20. And then you roll a percentile dice. And add that as well.
What? Percentile?
Yeah, so 2d10s, one of which being the tens place and
Oh,
one
fuck.
being ones place.
Shut
And then
up.
add that to your roll.
Shut up. I almost did that.
Oh, what a
So,
day to be alive.
being as he's tied up and nearly dead, I'm gonna give you advantage on persuasion, depending on what you're saying to him to persuade.
I'm gonna. First, I'm gonna ask. Why did you attack us? And I'm gonna base the rest of my questions off after what he answers.
Okay. Roll a persuasion check.
Okay, 50. Well, no. I'm forgetting to add my plus. Persuasion. 21.
Japers. we were a scouting group.
A scouting group to whom?
Dandrahagahara. If you speak Goblin, you know what he said.
Too long, don't understand.
I'm gonna intimidate them to speak language that we all can understand.
English, motherfucker.
Everybody checks.
English, motherfucker, can you speak it?
I think I might
Does-
speak. No, I don't
does-
think I do actually.
Does anybody speak Goblin?
There's a chance.
No.
Nope.
Oh, I didn't take tongues on this character. Gosh darn it.
Well, now's your time to add the tongues.
I still have guidance, right? Or no?
That lasts for a minute.
Okay. I'm rolling for intimidation.
Okay. You're gonna try to scare him into telling the truth?
Yep.
Or speaking in English anyway?
Yep. Well, a 13, probably not.
He pulls some blood into his mouth and spits it on you. You're not worthy to know his name.
Dylan.
What?
I'm just gonna do X's and Y's in my notes as to what the thing is.
The thing?
You have
No,
a key
the
mind,
group-
don't you?
I do.
So
Right.
you can perfectly memorize exactly what he said. You just have no idea what it means.
Yes, so if someone else in the group does have Goblin that's not currently present, like Brody,
Or if we could go to
Keaton.
somebody that does speak Goblin.
I'll send you the correct spelling here in Signal. You want to type it down
Alright, cool.
or write it down?
yeah, I'm starting to get notes back up and jiving.
I'm gonna then ask, alright, Mr. Hobgoblin, what were you scouting for?
Dandrahagahara promised new land to the goblinoid kind. Too long we have sulked in the shadows of this world. We deserve our rightful place. We're here to scout for conquering this land for our own use. Too long have we been persecuted by your kind.
I inch the sword closer
Gee,
to
have you
him.
ever thought about not attacking people on sight?
For years we have been
Sorry.
attacked on sight.
He actually has a fairly fair point. Grandpa, is this place owned by slavers?
No.
Not slavers per se, at all. That's kind of forbidden, I believe, in the Kingdom of Vale.
So wait. Why can't they live here then?
They're usually evil and raiding and pillaging our people, and we don't take kindly to that.
That doesn't sound like hobgoblins.
We're from a different world up here versus down there.
They're such studious people. Like, they
Yeah.
always do such good hard work.
Now I'm wondering, would my character even know that goblins would do that? Since
How-
he has been above ground?
How old were you when you
Before-
fell?
Like 9.
Yeah, you would
Probably.
have had fairy tales.
How
The
racist
bedtime-
are your parents?
Some bedtime stories to put you to sleep.
Yeah, like, I mean, we have bedtime stories about the big bad wolf and stuff like that. In Vale, it was like, the big bad hobgoblin, he's coming to get you, instead of the boogeyman, it was the hobgoblin.
Once
This
upon a
would be
time,
more
a
like,
goblin came and burned down your fucking house.
The big bad black guy, but
Okay, nobody was putting it into that session, that format, Evan. Hold on.
Hey, we all
There
know
it is.
the hobgoblins are based off of the steppe people of the plains of Asia. They're based off of Mongolians, Turks. No, come on.
It's pretty close.
Anyway, yes, heroes, you would be aware that through most of your childhood, hobgoblins were the big bad scary things.
That doesn't align to what I remember about hearing about goblins and hobgoblins.
Don't you remember Delilah? She
What
was a baker at
What about-
Sanctuary.
What about Charles?
I
You
know
look after the
Delilah.
dog things.
You went to homecoming with her.
I mean up here, from what I remember.
I mean,
Went to home.
Yeah, but surely you can paint an entire race with broad brushstrokes of generalization and get an accurate picture.
yeah. And
Why
the picture
could
is
not agree
always in a
more.
positive light except for Drow.
Right.
Well, they attacked us.
Well, no, look, I'm not saying that this group was, you know,
And they're talking about conquering an entire, whatever this is,
Well,
island,
yeah.
country.
Baird, well, actually, what is this? Are we on an island? I've seen ocean and this.
Well, okay, so yes, Vale is a continent. It is a very large island. It takes several weeks to traverse, and it is a kingdom on this island.
The goblin's like falling asleep.
The goblin's like,
Hang on. Loosen up around
Yo,
his neck a little
bro,
bit. We
Bro,
need a dual perspective on this.
I'll
So,
cast a cure wounds. I'll cast a cure wounds on the goblin.
he stops choking on his own blood, but he strains against his ropes to no avail.
He gets 9 points of health back.
Okay.
what's your name, Hobgoblin?
My,
Steve.
my name is Kragna.
Alright, hang on, I gotta change a couple of things in my notes.
That's with a K.
Right? Well, of course. The traditional spelling.
Oh boy.
So, like, who were you a slave to, man?
We are slaves to no one. We serve Dr. Hargahara willingly.
So you.
Okay, but who were you slaves to? Like that, like either you had slaves or you were slaves.
Yeah,
So
like
which one?
We were never slaves.
Then
We-
what?
We are a proud race.
So you have slaves.
Oh.
Occasionally, but not for a long
Okay.
time.
Alright, kill him.
I'm kind of getting more on your side about these guys being dicks.
Yeah, like, what the heck, man?
They're not like the ones that we know back in Sanctuary.
Well, yeah, I mean, seemingly obviously, if they have slaves, they're kind of dicks. Like,
Yeah.
Yo, do we have a way to check if he's got, like, a tadpole in him or something? Because, like,
oh,
how
that's
people-
a valid point. He
they
can have
always
a
start
tadpole
turning
in his
into
brain.
dicks when they get a tadpole in them, you know?
Can anyone?
Oh my god.
Can we check without killing him? Should we check his dead friends?
Yeah, good idea. Yeah.
Wouldn't we have already seen the tadpoles come out already?
Yes, to your knowledge, if they were infested with tadpoles, you would have seen them leaving the bodies upon their death.
Oh.
But did we check?
You can never be too
There
safe,
could be a
guys.
bunch of
Like,
tadpoles growing around on the ground.
Yeah.
Crying out loud.
better be
So-
careful, guys.
Mr. Hobgoblin, what's the mark on your shoulder for?
That is the
And sit this in
sign.
a language that we can understand.
That is the sign of Dandra Hargahara and the Four Legions.
I'm gonna make an unarmed strike on him
Okay.
and say, what is that in our? What is your leader's name in our language?
I'll follow
Okay.
up with the
Give me an
stab.
attack roll at advantage, and then roll damage, or give me the damage.
It's Daisy.
Well, a 19 plus 9, so 28, and it's just 5 damage, bludgeoning.
Okay.
Just fine.
If he's restrained, is it an auto crit?
I think so.
Conditions. Restrained, attack rolls have advantage. It is not an auto crit as restrained. I think that's only under paralyzed.
Okay.
Should I roll for intimidation too? Because I'm also intimidating him.
Sure. Give me a roll with advantage.
How does an 18 sound? Well, I probably don't have guidance anymore, right?
I did not cast it this time, so no.
Okay. 18.
He takes the hit. Splits out a tooth.
Gross.
In your language, he would be known as the Dark Father.
Dead?
So you are slaves.
Father, not
Somebody-
his master.
Drow.
Yeah.
He
Doesn't
has,
really matter.
he has
No,
promised
no.
us this land.
And you probably are gonna be slaves after you complete whatever you are doing. Anyways, within the name of the Dark Father.
He is our father. He will provide for us.
No, he probably won't.
I wish you had stopped at no.
I could hear that joke that was in your head, Wyatt, that didn't get said. Alright. So we got why they attacked us, we got who they are, sort of good. Do we want to know, like, where
Where did he come from?
Where did you go? Where did you come from?
From the ocean.
Into the ocean.
Liar!
Alright, let me be more specific. Which continent did you come from?
I won't give up that information.
God,
Wow,
he's
that's up one, huh?
probably dead.
Um,
I'm gonna fake an attack and ask him again.
Okay. Give me a intimidation check.
Just a straight intimidation.
Straight intimidation.
All right. 21.
He kind of flinches. I won't give up that information.
I'm seething with
Didn't we
rage
just
staring
kill
at the
him?
goblin.
You're seething with what?
Rage.
we
Staring at the
can't
goblin.
just kill him.
I'll gladly kill the goblin.
It's like, there's things that slavers do, man.
Like,
You're gonna have that slave energy, buddy.
we can't just kill him. We gotta find out, like, where his camp is. Like, I mean, if these guys are a scouting party, they're probably fairly close by. And if they're the kind of people that take slaves and we're within walking distance of a town, like, it sort of stands to reason that they probably were going to take slaves from that town.
Yeah,
Probably
good
stick
point.
tadpoles in their butts or whatever it is that these people do.
Good
Slavers do
point.
weird stuff.
I'm still a bit frustrated from when I couldn't. the bastard kept dodging my attack, so the one I was going at.
Crappernackle, do you got like mind control spells? Because clearly
Let me see
that
what I
is
got.
so much more ethical than just killing him.
Yes, of course. Just override his brain.
Oh, I could cast Zone of Truth.
You could.
Not really.
That would have been helpful a while ago.
I mean, it doesn't keep him from like not answering, but
I kind of didn't really prepare mind control stuff when we started today.
Do you want me to cast Zone of Truth on him?
Well,
Either that or else
I mean,
I'm killing this goblin.
Let me ask where his camp is first.
he could still just like not talk under the zone of truth.
yeah, or do like the riddle of the Sphinx, like
He might not know that.
Well, if he decides
I-
that's Brock, I can always put the fear of God in him.
Well,
That's-
he's mostly dead currently. Like he spit out a tooth. Like
That's a
that's
good
not
sign.
that's not something healthy people do.
That's the villain yours truly.
Although because he could get a full night's sleep
Guys.
tomorrow, his tooth would grow back because that's what happens when you go to sleep at night.
I kind of
You wake up
Guys,
in the morning, you're fully healed.
He struggles.
is he trying to escape?
Occasionally.
So I walk over and
I keep seeing this magical being called the DM rolling dice, and it's making me nervous.
so
Grant-
I wanna
Grant-
punch
I'm
him.
going to
gonna
ask
punch
him
him?
I
where.
kind of want to punch him.
I'm gonna go over to him and I'm gonna lean down. I'm gonna say you're gonna hold there still, and on top of that, after you get done holding still, you're gonna answer these questions. You ready? And I cast fear on him.
No.
Fear. What's the
Yeah.
saving throw?
I cast involuntary circumcision.
So I am going to cast. I'm going to project a phantasmal image of this creature's worst fears, and he must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw, and or drop whatever he is holding. I'm assuming the rope if he's trying to break free, and become frightened for that duration. While frightened by the spell, the creature must make a dash action and move away from you by the safest available route on each of his turns, unless there's nowhere to move. If the creature has this turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight to you, the creature can make a Wisdom saving throw on a successful save the spell into that creature. Wisdom saving throw is 15.
It's 13.
He fails.
Is what? I
It's
was
15.
15. I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said 13.
I was
He just
trying to catch up with what you said. He rolled an 18. He succeeds on it.
I can
You're
only imagine that if he would have failed, he would have just been like, "Oh no, not image of loving parents and a wife and children."
The audacity of this people!
Your mind tricks have no power.
I'm gonna ask him where his camp is. Well, I'm gonna intimidate him and ask him where his camp is.
Okay. Give me an intimidation check.
18.
Our camp is to the south, towards the ocean.
We're in the ocean.
Yeah.
You won't
Alright.
find anything there, as this is the whole company. I'm ruining my voice.
I know. I can hear it.
Well, just
Some
us
lousy
Irishness.
Yeah.
Some lousy company you were.
We were just a small scouting party.
I get that.
No, shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna walk
Are
up
you
to him
the
and just
only
slap him.
ones on this continent?
Okay. Give me an attack roll. Add advantage because these are snamed.
Despite
Well, the first one was
despite
21.
their
I'm guessing
extreme
that
band
hits.
to death.
21 hits.
Alright, I do 0 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I'm very light pitch.
I just,
So, Cordelius has heard enough. He walks up, full on turtle slap.
He's like, what the fuck?
He turns to he just cackles again and shakes his head.
I figured I could hit him as many times as I want. I will never kill him. I just.
You almost do negative damage.
Oh, my motherfucker, do you speak it?
Alright, well,
Is that all we have to ask this creature?
I'm just gonna. We can use. I have Charm Person I can use on him. He might be more willing
How
to.
far away is your camp?
Ah,
Like
13.
south.
30 minutes walk.
Oh shit, I don't know.
Well,
Oh, dude, we're like the first people you ran into.
Yes. We thought you were weaker.
I honestly feel kind of bad now. Like, you show up.
Is everyone here this powerful with magic?
Yes.
Yep.
Well, people that come from above ground, you're gonna have to answer that one. I don't.
Yeah, about.
Yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, from the Underdark perspective, like, Swiferblin are sort of like bottom of the totem pole, so much more so down there. Like, we're basically everybody's slave. All the time. Or food.
Come on, man. You don't need to be that dark about things.
I mean, come on, realistically. Like, I am delicious. I know that is a fact.
It's all about that positive mental attitude, man.
And I am positive that I am fucking delicious.
I wanna.
I have not tried your kind before.
Oh, you're missing out.
Can I get everybody's passive perception, please?
Just say it.
Nothing. 11.
Yeah, just say it.
10.
Yeah, I said
16.
What'd you say?
10.
10.
16.
Okay.
19.
19.
Thomas?
I
Um,
like
character sheet.
both.
I'm like actively paying attention to him though.
Yeah, but he's stealthing something, attempting to.
Can I roll for it though?
Where's
Because it's
the
active but
perception
not
listing again?
passive.
Oh, there it is.
You never told me before he was stealthing this that you were actively watching him to
No,
make sure he
I-
wasn't doing anything?
When I brought up to the group about is he trying to escape, guys?
Oh, this isn't
Passive-
trying to escape. This is something different.
Okay, gotcha.
Passive perception is 27.
Jeez. So
Just kidding. It's 17.
okay, I'm like you're a ranger. It could be. So Haros, Tango, and Cordelius, you guys notice him start to fidget behind his back with something, and as he does so, he begins to mutter in Goblin.
I
I'm
slap him,
attacking him.
I
You-
slap him
you
across
do
the
hear
face
the
again
words-
to try and.
Dardahan Gahar, as he's muttering to himself.
I'm gonna unarmed attack him.
Okay. So he gets about 10, 15 words out. And I need an attack roll at advantage. And yes, Thomas.
Am I able to cast Counterspell?
Yes.
Silvery bar!
Give me... Give me what level are you casting it at?
This would be a 3rd level.
3rd level? Okay. So you successfully counterspell whatever he was trying to do.
I kind of side-eye him and I go,
So do I still attack him then? Or no?
If you see the spell getting canceled, would you attack him?
Probably not.
Okay.
Are we done with this creature yet?
I mean, if he keeps this up, we could probably finish him off.
I'm ready to do it.
I could slap him all day.
What?
Well, I mean, we'll do.
We can't just kill him.
Why not?
He's a prisoner.
Alright, then
Is there
fine.
rules?
I'll punch him.
I don't think there's any conventions preventing us from doing this, so
Guys, we need to take him to the local law enforcement. Come on.
we are law enforcement now, buddy.
I mean, we could also take him to local law enforcement.
Grandpa, what are we supposed to do in situations like this?
What
Well,
is
yes.
the legal system up here? Is it rape of conquest? What is it?
What is the legal system?
what I would do is
Kill him.
yeah. I in my days of adventuring and travel, we would typically kill creatures like this, but I mean, we could bring him into the law enforcement. Maybe he has something to say to the Vale Guard or something along those lines. If I do feel we've pumped him for the information as best we can, without torture.
Great, that makes this a lot easier. I take my bow and shoot him.
I was okay. Well, I wasn't quite done talking, but give me an attack roll. Let's see if you hit him. At disadvantage because he's prone.
Barbarians up here.
I ain't more prone because I'm a ranger.
So.
I think crossbow expert gets him around.
Okay, and like not just because you're a ranger.
Just because I'm awesome.
Okay, give me an attack roll then.
24. Oh, sorry, that's 24 plus 10. That's 34 to hit.
Why do you get a plus 10?
Cause I'm awesome. My hit DC is plus 10 to hit.
Okay, but how did you
sorry,
roll
it's,
it?
it's plus 3. It's plus 3 to hit. I'm sorry.
How did you roll a 24 plus 3?
So it's proficiency bonus, which is plus 5. I rolled a 19.
Oh, you added it up the hard way. I see.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't
Why
know
would you
there was
add
an easier
that
way to do it.
So that hits. Give me some damage.
If it's more than
Yeah,
6.
it's plus 10. No, I was right. It was plus 10. It's 34 to hit.
We gotta view his sheet. I don't know if that's right.
I can take a peek. No, that makes sense though.
Does
His-
it?
Oh, it's only 7 points.
no, that your proficiency bonus is factored into your DC to hit.
Oh! Well, then it is only 29.
You're correct.
That seemed very high.
Yeah, it still hits.
It's 7 points of piercing damage with the bow.
Okay, so you take and fire at him, close range, hit him square in the center of the skull, and he immediately stops talking and muttering and giggling or gurgling or breathing to himself, whatever he was doing, and falls limp. And as he falls over to the side, his hands are bound behind his back, you see a small piece of copper wire fall out of his hands.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
What's this for?
Insider investigation
So he was messaging with that. That's the material component.
The other spellcasters know how the spell works.
Okay.
But they're canceled
Ah.
as well.
Well, let's go find another one.
Or not.
Well, I'm kind of beat to shit.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we could definitely try.
I mean, if you want to.
I say we continue our
Really
job.
have a
Alright, so I say we continue back to town.
If people are like really beat to crap, I think my brother has like some good healing spells.
I do have some healing if someone needs it. I don't know. I don't exactly
Yeah, but, like,
understand
my-
the technology beat to crap. They could just
My
be tired.
brother's amazing, man. He's a doctor. Did you know that?
No, not until today.
That's pretty cool, I suppose.
I will
How
check
did you
his
not know that?
sheet.
We've
And
lived with him for years.
I did not know that when I went for him to heal me before.
The
I'll
doctor
see
of
if he's
fine
got some
arts.
spells for you.
So if he was casting the sending spell, it could be any distance away on this plane of existence. So that doesn't necessarily mean that they're right here.
Is it the copper wire for message and not sending?
If he's a arcane magic user, the material component is a small piece of fine copper wire for sending.
Wait, is it the same for both sending and message?
Yes.
Oh, it is. Look at that. I learned something new today.
So I didn't learn message in school. I just learned sending because
I learned both, but like, you know how it is being a sorcerer? You just kind of like, you pull a handful of stuff out of the bag and hope the right components are in there.
How beat
Yeah.
up is everybody?
85
Really?
out of 1.
I'm at
1
9.
Why? What happened?
Not really, but I healed myself, so
I have 50 hit points to start.
Okay.
And
Cordelia. Oh, so you're the only one that needs
See.
healing then.
Dylan looked at me for an extended period of time. But I can do if we want, I can do a short rest. Like, that is a big deal.
I still have all my lay on hands
can also-
points.
we could do a short rest. But what am I going to do with these freshly taken long swords that we could sell?
Immediately.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you just did it right there. You just said just sell them.
So, Trawbone could heal you some.
Oh, there's short rest. Okay. Took
Or
me forever
are you
to
guys gonna take
find
a
it.
short rest?
Yeah, short rest.
I guess.
Okay, so you guys
No,
all.
that's- Hold on. Before we just declare, that is an hour. Like,
And it is getting later in the day.
We'll go.
Okay.
Alternatively, we could just head back to
Yeah.
That's what
the
I
town
was.
we were in,
Get some honey.
And-
Go to Honeywood.
get,
What?
get some honey, go to Honeywood, get
Yeah.
some honeys in Honeywood.
And then go to bed.
Because they're all about that Smurf Nerblin in Honeywood.
Hey, I'm exotic and delicious.
Hey, baby, I drink
I mean,
milk from
I'm
Frog
exotic,
Oaks. What
but
do
I
you
don't
do
know if
for fun?
I'm delicious.
Well, probably not. Like, cat meat's I'm guessing, like, really stringy. Really not very tasty.
Oh,
Are you calling me weak?
So are you guys heading back to town? You gonna start walking? Do you want Trawbone to give
Yep.
you some hit points back before you head out? Or just keep walking?
I'm good. I'm willing to roll the dice.
I can use lay on hands.
How much do you got in lay on hands?
65.
You want
I've
to toss
also,
like 20 my way?
Sure thing. We'll toss you 20.
I've also got cure wounds.
Well, let's save spell slots. Like, I'm above half now. And I think Dylan said I'm the most beat to shit of everybody.
I mean, Trawbone's not in great shape either. He's got 32 of 117. He's been
Oh.
walloped.
I can toss
32
him
of
10.
117. Some of us only have double-digit hit points.
Come on,
But he's probably fine. And I have no idea about Keaton's character because he ain't here.
He's flying.
Dennis the Menace. Dennis Nightshade. He's sitting at 60 of 84. He's fine.
23.
So, you guys begin to walk back to Vorcrest. And you arrive just as it's getting dark. Uninjured, other than your injuries. Unattacked. Not attacked. No harm, no foul. Just fine. Other than where you're at.
Well, that was different.
And you arrive back in town.
You're not injured, other than your injuries.
I'm assuming. I'm assuming the shops are probably closed.
No, don't ever change.
The shops are closed at this time. Tavern's
Then
open.
I'm
The shops are
gonna
closed.
go to the tent for the place that we stayed the night before.
Okay, so you guys.
Don't go in the outhouse, man.
Outhouse is just in flames.
I don't want to smell what bomb you dropped.
Considering he's a fire genasi, it could be very seared and
Like the walls are kind of charred on the inside.
cooked
now,
on the
but-
way out.
There is no
the whole thing
outhouse,
was up
it's
in
just been
flames.
burned to the ground.
There's now an out chair.
All that gas just ignited, and that was it.
The house part doesn't exist anymore.
It's like that mine fire in Pennsylvania that's been burning for like 50 years.
Oh my
See the
god.
cracks in the ground. Ah! It's a portal to Hades! Quick!
No.
I smell the sulfur of demons!
You know, I didn't think I could cast plane shift, but like,
Let's
you know, once you
end
see
this.
what the hole looks like,
You might have.
Are you talking about the outhouse or? Well, anyways.
Picked up a spell while I was learning in school. Just called, plane hopping. Nothing too big, nothing too bad.
Plane hopping, turd dropping. So, you guys gonna take it in for the night?
Yeah.
Yeah. The plan is to buy honey and to fish out as low as we can.
Okay. So you guys set about another night. Food is prepared by Sam at his seaside shanty. Serves you guys up some good old fish and chips with non-mushroom loaf bread, just regular bread,
Thank God.
Wow.
with a little bit of honey on it.
You know, it's really nice not to have, anything with fungus on it. It's pretty great.
Sam, where's this honey from?
No, I get
Oh,
it.
you're not one of those, are you?
I get it.
Is it local? It helps with allergies.
No, the only place to get honey around here is from the local store, which they get it from.
Everyone gathers around the place.
Store. It's local clover honey. Why would we get it from anywhere else?
And
we're
they
on a roll. We can't.
they get it shipped in.
Other than your injuries, and
Sam goes, I think we had this conversation before.
The honey is shipped in from Honeywood.
We all gather around the plate.
Jar of it?
Kind of getting down to my last jar. I plan to go and get more tomorrow, but if you
it's
want,
really helpful for like throat soothing, man. Like,
I got something that'll soothe your throat.
I was thinking about his butthole.
that's
Oh my god.
It's throat soothing.
Look, man, my whole body's already on fire. Okay.
I'll say.
yeah.
Oh, jeez.
He brings over the jar with like an inch of honey left in the bottom.
I think that'll be enough.
I think technically we only need a drop, right?
You just-
Just has to
And that's it. You just scrape some honey off of the meat. And then it sends us to a barn by Honeywood because we got meat grease on it. No local barn. That's where the fish come from.
You possess an object taken. Yeah, that doesn't say how much it has to be.
How long ago did you get this honey? Do you know what the shipping times are?
Does it have like a made by date? An expiration date printed on it?
Yeah, it does actually. I don't know exactly, but sure, it's got a date on it. DM opens fantasy calendar.
Is it within the last 6 months?
The freshness helps with the soothing effects, man.
Also, I want to use it to teleport.
Yeah. Yeah, look, it says right here, 4 months ago, whatever the date was. 4 months ago.
It just says 4 months ago.
Well, I haven't pulled it up yet. Instead of making you wait, here, I'll get
The
it.
expiration date's just a counter that changes each time it counts down when it's close to expiring.
Okay,
The
so
jar, not the honey.
today is the 15th day of the 9th month, so it was shipped out on the 13th day of the 5th month.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Crampernap is actually going to run out, and what would be a good? I want to grab an item, something from Vorcrest.
I mean, I think just a rock works, doesn't it?
Yes. but
Do you guys
I
sell
don't
like
know.
souvenirs to this tavern or something?
it would be
Like
useful.
you got like poker chips or something?
matchbook.
Yeah.
Give me the plate.
We do have these seashells. One might say that Sam's Seaside Shanty sells seashells by the seashore.
I don't like
Nice.
the joke.
I immediately am quitting this evening, and I've
You
had
bought
enough.
you bought out the previous owner, huh? Sally.
Yeah, well, that was my sister, Sally.
Ah.
It was originally Sally's Seaside Shanties, and she sold seashells by the seashore.
I sell food.
This is
and
causing me
beds.
physical pain.
You think those would work, Crapper?
Yeah, I mean they're from here, right? Like, let's not get too much into like the concept of how, like if this shell is from here when it's originally from the ocean and like
Anything
all
from
kinds of
anywheres?
weird metaphysical stuff. Like, I would say this is from here. How much for that googly-eyed shell that says "Life's a beach"?
That would be 2 copper pieces.
I will give you two copper. I don't. He looks at the gold, at the coins in his hands.
So each one of those gold ones is roughly 100 copper pieces. Well, not roughly. It is 100 copper pieces. I can make change.
Here,
Okay.
here, I can give you a silver.
Oh, that's easier.
That's
Is it
easy to break
easier?
up in 100.
How many? How many is that one?
So each silver is 10 copper pieces. Each gold is 10 silver pieces, or 100 copper pieces. And then there's platinum, which is also 10 gold pieces, but we don't see those very often.
How many
okay.
copper pieces would there be in a piece of platinum?
I found
1,000.
these pieces of electrum in the garbage can outside. How much are these worth?
We don't use electrum in this continent,
That's why they're in the garbage can, I guess.
most likely.
It just has a picture of dick butt stamped on it.
Unbeknownst to you, that is the flag of a certain ship of the ocean.
Always comes back to dick butt.
The Wee Wee? Is that what it was?
I think it was,
Is
yeah.
that what the name of the ship was? The Wee Wee? Full circle.
Hang on, I gotta add that.
Can I get one of those shells too?
That will be an additional 2 copper pieces.
One shell, please.
Awesome.
Yeah, I gave him a silver, right?
Yeah. So if you
Okay,
get-
just making sure that registered correctly in my tired brain.
Okay. So you got 8 copper pieces back there.
Seashell from Vorcrest with googly eyes.
Yours says life's a beach, and Yam says life's better down by the seashore. Or salt life, one of the two.
Can you? I'm sorry. I'm
It just says don't be a salty
Here, hold
beach.
on.
We have a lot of seaside puns here.
There we go.
Well, I mean, it's a good selling feature. Okay, awesome. That is in the thing. Oh, dang it. I was gonna get the honey from the inventory. That's not what I want. Honey from Honeywood. How much was the honey from Honeywood?
Well, it's almost empty, so I'll let you have it for 5 copper.
Okay, thank you.
Can we split that?
Are you just using all the copper that I got?
I mean, I could break a gold piece,
No,
but
let's see if there's pizza
instead I could pay for your room tonight.
That's fine. That's fine.
Sure,
I
sure.
don't need it.
Was it a gold for a room, or was it 2 gold?
Usually a gold, yeah. Gold each.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4,
6
5.
of you. 6, not counting the missing party members. Or Brawnleaf.
So
What kind of paper grandpa's room?
9 total?
Yes.
Okay. I will pay for the 9 rooms.
Look at that, money bags.
What a guy.
No,
Yeah,
I'm just trying to ingratiate all of you so that way later on I can get you to buy me tons and tons and tons of like spell scrolls and spell books, material components.
Pete, could I have some of that honey just so that way the 2 teleport users have access to the same places?
Okay, what are you gonna put it
Uh,
in? There, Mr. Yam.
Well,
There's only one
clearly,
jar.
I'm just gonna put it in the components.
Just loose honey in the bottom. Everything you use
the-
to teleport will take you to Honeywood.
I'm telling you, Yam's components pouch is just, he pulls the entire wad out and it's just like, it'll probably work, the right components in there somewhere.
Go random bullshit.
Tries to pull a piece off, just stuck there.
Okay.
All wild magic users are just grabbing random shit from the pouch and just hoping it works.
Yep.
I'm not
So,
a wild magic sorcerer, but you'd never be able to tell.
So honest question, fellas. I can teleport us right now to Honeywood.
You think any place is gonna be open there?
A tavern.
I don't know. What time is it exactly? Because I have to keep in mind.
Well, it's about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night here, and if the shop's in Honeywood or anything like here, it's actually 8:45 and 37 seconds for Mr. Keenmind. They probably won't be open. Usually it's just the taverns at this time of night, and they're not in a different time zone, so.
What's a time zone?
We have a cave.
So
Cave zone.
question. I could teleport us there today,
Mr. Mushroom.
and if we got an
Isaac
if we
Wayne's
stay
over.
in Honeywood at the end for tonight, and then set up for a day from Honeywood, I would be able to potentially teleport us again tomorrow. I could teleport one per day. So I could teleport us tonight to Honeywood. We could try to find a room there. Or I could teleport us tomorrow, but then we're there until the next day.
Well, I would have my teleport back tomorrow.
So thoughts, converse.
We can go or stay. It doesn't matter to me.
Let's go.
If
So
we go
that's
now,
what-
we have more teleports total.
I think we should go right now.
But if we go now, we don't know what we're teleporting into.
We're teleporting to Honeywood.
Yeah,
True,
maybe
but what
maybe
if-
they're like we've learned now that goblins are slavers. Like, what if it's overrun
Yeah.
with goblins?
Well, if they attack us, we kill them first.
What
Oh,
if Dan Dara is at Honeywood and he's just like butt fucking everybody?
Well, then you have honey, so you're good.
Broadleaf speaks up. Being as, it's late, you don't know where you're ending up. You don't want to end up in some shopkeep's house in the middle of the night. Or wherever. Probably best to do the teleportating in the daylight. Less problems, more or less. Also, I would like to go speak to the lawmasters here in Vorcrest and inform them of the goblins situation.
That's a good point. Actually, we're probably gonna like teleport right into a beehive.
Yeah, actually, that raises a question regarding how this spell works because we will arrive on target. But what does that mean when I've never been to the town, but I have an object from the town? Are we gonna like show up in a beehive?
It's just some poor worker out in the field just gathering honey, and then the beehive next to him explodes with like 6 people coming out of it. What the fuck is going on?
Those bees fucking
Holy shit! God!
We
Or
were
are
bees. We just got turned into bees.
Or are we gonna show up like in the store that previously had the honey?
Were you guys polymorphed into bees? What the fuck are you
You guys are
talking
really
about?
putting a lot of thought into this.
That's
Well,
a great idea, man. We should all be polymorphed into bees. So that way, when we arrive, we blend in.
So, Chris,
don't
when
keep
we
it,
wrap,
you know,
we
you can use
sting
it.
whoever we
You can
see.
use it. You can use it.
Those assholes.
I haven't had a roll yet.
Well, but
I'm not
does the
doing
bee
it.
like pull its guts
I'm
out when
keeping
it
it.
stings something?
Yeah, but like, you die in your polymorph.
I'll
You
give it
die
back to
in
you as
real
a
life.
Christmas present or something.
I believe it's just like a dream, where if you die in you die in real life. That's why you always wake up before you hit the ground.
It's the inception.
It's perception.
Deception.
You know, they should make a movie about bees.
No! What is happening to this?
Well, the verbal component of polymorph is, do you like jazz?
No!
Alright,
What
but
is happening to this episode?
questions of magic aside, we're all spending the night in Fortress, right?
You sure?
Yeah, away from all of you nut fuckers.
Calories in this thing?
No, that's the verbal component to turn someone into a squirrel.
I can't think true. Unless you're calories. Can I have another
I
one?
regret everything today.
Even though it'll be my third?
The wonders of magic.
Well, I drank
Oh,
two.
man.
Bro.
I
I
know.
am learning so much more than
Do
I
you know all
wanted
that,
to.
or
Storm, it's 0 calories, but it still has other stuff in it.
so I can drink it?
I mean, if you really want to, yeah, but like.
One
I'll
of the key
steal one of your
components to
waters
all of
instead.
my spells is a
That's
healthy
probably
dose
gonna be a
of
lot
meat,
more
man.
Yeah.
So, what's your guys' plan?
I think we should probably just stay in Fort Crash for the night.
Alright. Let's do it. Let's click the button for long rest.
Yes.
Alright.
Long rest button is being clicked.
Where is that button, Thomas?
In the top center of the freaking screen.
Oh, shoot. I was hoping
This
it
is
was going
on-
to be in your butthole.
That's the other word for prostate, the long rest.
So,
Make sure to take your long rest button, gentlemen, after the age of 40.
you guys chit chat for a while longer.
First thing in the morning, Heros is going to go to whatever place that would buy the daggers and longbows and shit they took off the hobgoblins and
He's just walking up to, like, the bait shop. You want these bloody swords? We killed the guys that owned them.
So there is a blacksmith in town. And you managed to sell all the items for a combined total of, I'm just gonna say, 130 gold.
yes,
And the wheat penny. Just for fun.
including the bows.
Including the bows.
That's surprising. Alright, now I'm ready to go.
Alright. So, you rendezvous back at the house. Or at the tavern. And you guys are ready to go?
Uh-huh. Never been more ready to get out of this place. We're all experiencing just a little too much too quickly.
I'm having a blast being back up here. Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as much as I've dreaded the burning bright thing in the sky, that. So,
Sorry.
ready to go?
The sun.
You
The
can't
sun.
make direction like that. Well, you stares up at the sun for 10 seconds.
The sun. It's the sun.
Right down his face as he walks off in the wrong direction.
Alright, you suffer the blindness condition.
Oh my gosh. This is not what I was
Guys, the
supposed to
flame bomb
sound.
is taking my eyesight.
Guys, we found the real slaver of the surface world.
Roll initiative against the sun.
It's you eyes.
So,
Right.
On that note,
Really
have a
call
good
the
evening,
sun a
everybody.
bitch.
Catch you next time.
So, Crampernapple casts his teleport spell, a giant butt slams down on him.
Oh God.
Oh, we have a problem.
Can't
Oh,
take
no,
everybody, right?
No, you and up to 8. So I
You
can't.
just
I'm sorry.
barely do it.
I read that as 8 creatures. As
But
you
Craig
say.
is not
No!
quite big enough.
We have a problem. What's the problem? We don't have any
This
honey.
butt crack ain't big enough for all of us.
We can squeeze in. It's fine.
Everybody clench. Oh fuck.
I gotta do 2 little things here. I gotta give
Alright.
Dennis and Trowbone their long rests.
So, honest question: How will this work?
So,
Very carefully.
Please tell me we burst out of the beehive. I'm gonna be so happy if we do.
Understands the logistics. Understands the teleport spell. So for him, he would understand
What?
how this would work in theory, at least.
What's up, man?
yep.
If I have an associated object and I go there, am I just going to go to where that was created, like the last place it was sold?
I've had this
Like-
plan for 4 weeks, so.
Are we bursting out of a beehive?
So, you sit down on the floor and draw your circle.
No,
using
there's no circle.
There's no circle on this one? Okay, well you do
Teleport
whatever
elements and stuff.
somatic components it is. And you
Yeah, there is teleport circle, which is a different spell.
what's the casting time on this one?
It is one action.
Oh, it's
This
that
is
fast.
actually, yeah.
This
And
is
this
the
is-
snap your fingers Thanos teleport.
That's the
and
one that Syracuse
this-
uses all the time to screw with you guys.
Yeah.
So, you take a little bit of the honey and rub your fingers on it. You get a weird snap of your fingers as you and the 8 creatures around you suddenly teleport. New experience for most of you as you are sucked from this existence, which is kind of weird that you guys learn teleport because it's completely useless in the Underdark, but you used it anyway. No, you can't teleport out of the Underdark, excuse me. And you guys find yourselves in a strange superhero landing pose. And you looking around, there are massive 10-foot tall cube-like structures. Well,
There are
Squares.
massive fires everywhere around. Honeywood is burning to the ground.
there's massive cube-like
Good
structures that stand 15 to 20 feet tall. Some are 15, some are 20. There are beautiful flowers all around you. Flowers like you've never seen before, especially those of you in the Underdark, in every shade and color you can imagine. The heads on these flowers are the size of dinner plates.
Oh God, it's poisonous things! The only things that are colorful are poisonous! We're all gonna die!
And
I don't know.
every,
Get a touch on.
Anything.
and the air itself smells sweet, but is alive with a deep droning sound
And you turn around in 1,500
all
bees.
around, and you see hovering and buzzing
Fleet
all
of
around
bees
you
comes at you.
are bees, the size of cats,
Roll initiative.
and they don't appear to be paying you too much mind, but one in particular was really close when you landed and seems kind of angry.
We crushed his favorite flower.
And
I'm blowing it away.
that would be, it starts buzzing angrily towards Yam, thrumming.
I use my gas cantrip. I'm blowing it away.
Okay.
And now all
Yeah, so
Oh
then
shit! Gus Ketchum goes.
it gets blown backwards. Seems, if a bee can have emotions, it's not thrilled about it, but
Bro, I'm coming peace.
Who's peace?
I can imagine the bees.
What did she do?
Is the bee confused?
the bee is confused.
What the fuck?
Like
Go-
sexually?
No.
We haven't made it very far tonight.
There's a non-binary, non-binary joke in there.
And it lands on a flower about 5 feet away from you, Yam, and begins to do its bee things that it needs to take care of. So, you guys are in Honeywood, and looking around, you can see in the distance several farmers
Boys?
doing things, beekeeping duties. Most of them are dressed in beekeeper outfits. And
We
then,
gotta be careful. They're illithids in costumes. They're covering their faces so we can't see the tentacles.
They're playing
Oh
with
god!
goodies.
Climate kill, 6th level. Transmuted from poison to force damage.
Oh god.
It's just a cloud of fists.
Yeah, I was like, how would that even work?
It's the cloud of fists.
Is it just like
Tiny
got
fist
like
of
their
fury.
butt and then or like
It's everywhere. It's just.
No.
you shouldn't do that on the internet, Pete.
so it's not poison cloud anymore. And now it's like groping cloud.
Yeah.
That sounds very rapey.
Hey,
And you,
hey, I also have Onlo's irresistible dance and black tentacles prepared.
Speaking of which, I should probably check to see if I want to change things up.
I cast Feely Cloud at grope level.
What? What? So what I'm hearing is Tabernacle has a wonderful future in the surface world. Sexual.
He's got his own OnlyFans.
Yeah.
so, the farmers in the distance suddenly turn and see you and begin waving at you frantically in a come here method as more and more bees begin to notice that you are there.
I approach the beekeeper.
Okay, so they're about 60 feet away from you guys. As you guys are approaching the beekeeper, can I have everybody roll a
Initiative. Is he back?
athletics check?
Uh-oh.
We don't wanna.
Athletics, not acrobatics.
You got it.
We're running away from the bees.
20.
I got a 0.
This isn't good. I got a 4.
I got a 21.
I rolled a 1 and I have -1 in athletics.
I also have
Cranburnap
-1.
has a 0.
I got a 20.
Tabernacle is fucking nailed.
So,
Really?
who rolled less than 10?
Hello.
Okay, so 3 of you. The 3 of you trailing behind, a little bit lost in wonder, Cordelius, Yam, and Crampernap. You accidentally kick a flower, each of you, walking through this field, and on those flowers are bees. They angrily sting you. And you each are going to take...
Oh man. Can't even do anything to try to prevent this.
Do they freak out and
A
die?
shit ton of damage.
They angrily start fist fighting you.
8 points. 8. 8
One
points of
giant
piercing
beast
damage
just
each.
lands in front of you and just uppercuts your sorry ass.
You three will take 8 points of piercing damage each.
Should I roll for bee allergy?
If your character is allergic to bees, please make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
He's lived underground. He's never been stung by a bee before.
You're seriously doing this.
Song it activates them.
The bees land on me, they sting me, and immediately burn to a crisp.
Oh, damn.
Alright, so you said Constitution roll?
Yeah.
So saving throw?
Saving throw.
Okay, that's 3.
Jeez.
You are dying.
He blows up like a balloon.
So you begin to have an allergic reaction,
Dead.
and your throat begins to close up, and you take an additional 14 points of poison damage. And you are now poisoned.
Okay, guys, don't worry. I'm more wounded than I was when I was just healed.
I will
Does
cast.
anybody have the ability to cure diseases?
I will cast Cure Wounds.
No, that won't do it.
The bee's half the size of him, stinging
Oh,
you.
shit.
I think we're gonna need more than a cure wounds on them.
At this
Looks
point,
like it's
the
a-
honey
It
farmers.
looks like it's affecting them a bit more.
At this point, the honey farmers are yelling at you. Get out of there! Quick! Hey! Come here!
I'm bucking it.
I will grab Crampernapp and run.
Storm, what was your character's name again?
Stetson. Mr. Murphy.
Murphy, could you use your lay on hands and I get the feeling it's called spending 2 points to cure a disease.
So
What
are
do you
you
mean by
all
spending 2 points?
are
What
you
does
all-
that mean? Is that a thing I can do?
Yeah. Potentially.
Well, okay, where do I do that?
Could I use my wild
under
shape
your
to turn
lay on
into a
hands.
bee?
Yeah. I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think you could turn
I'll
into a bee.
expend
Could,
the 5 to
assume
hit
the
the
shape of a beast that
5
you've
to
seen before.
cure a disease.
It's
They're not
5.
technically beasts,
I think
but
so.
I
It
don't
says
think that
4
they
5
have
HP to
insects
either
in
cure a
this
disease
game,
or
yes.
neutralize a poison
I think we
affecting
okay.
the creature.
Okay.
So I can do both.
Quick! Use the divine EpiPen!
I will touch his chest and then expend 5 points of the lay on hands to cure his allergic reaction.
Quick, get the divine EpiPen from the divine man.
I will poke him in the chest
He tried to
and then go.
So, Stetson pulls the poison out of Crampernamp's system.
That's on my finger and I go.
Cordelius turns himself into a bee,
Why?
so they don't sting him.
I blend in. I am one of them.
He has become one with the bees.
Look, guys, I'm you.
And I'm assuming the rest of you are hightailing it out of there?
What's the intelligence stat on a bee?
Oh no.
Low, but beast shape, he maintains his intelligence.
Oh no.
I am assuming that since my athletics didn't disturb flowers, am I being attacked?
Nope.
I'll just walk slowly then.
Okay.
Enjoy myself.
I'm gonna fly
So-
at you.
For the
I turn around.
for the last 30 feet, can I get athletics checks?
I suppose I might find out.
You're fine. You're
This
clear
is
out
still
of
going
it.
to be -1.
Wait,
so-
how far is this?
60 feet to go. You went. It's total of 60 feet. You had to go. You went 30. This is the last 30.
Well, I'm getting stung this time.
16.
6.
Yeah.
Why couldn't it have been acrobatics?
I better not be like just going around epi-penning half of the people here.
10. He made the save.
Can I just Misty Step twice?
You can Misty Step once because you don't need to go twice. You have 30 more feet to
Misty
go.
Step is 30 feet. I need to go 60 feet.
You went 30 already. That's where the first stung came in.
Oh, okay. In that case, yes, I will Misty Step once to be like, no, I'm not doing that again, man.
I'm a
So-
powerful man, but a gentle.
Is Haros the only one that failed? taking that as a yes.
Sounds like it.
Okay, so that is 11 points of piercing damage. And if you think your character might have a bee allergy, you can roll a con save.
You've got your divine EpiPen here if you want.
You know what? Sure, I'm curious to see if he has a biology or not.
Okay, give me a Constitution saving throw.
It's just like
the downfall of this campaign is every one of our character has a bee
Where are you
allergy.
Samson's walking has just been him admiring the bees, and then then he comes across Humble Bump, and it's just.
It's a overwhelming bees.
And then on next I'm gonna come across Heros and just.
I got a 11.
So you do in fact have a bee allergy,
Oh,
and
man.
you're gonna take. Wow, low roll. 6 points of poison damage. As
I'm not as allergic as Humper Numb.
no, you're not.
Humper Bump, not Humper Bump.
I'm so fucking crazy, I can't remember his name.
Humble
Look,
Bump.
Crampernamp may be thick. Maybe even dummy thick.
I'm fucking thick in the head too.
So the big and small buddies are both allergic to bees.
After walking
With
away
the
from
shared bonding.
Humble Bump, I come across Heros now.
Yep, Rose is unable to breathe.
I'll expend. Do I have to expend 5 more points on him?
Yep.
All right. I walk up to Heros and I see him just like breathing heavily, just like getting on his knees, just. And I will touch him and
God.
expend 5 more points as well.
This is already escalating.
Okay.
Don't touch me there.
I will also slap him.
So, you guys make your way out of the bee farm, and as soon as you're on the other side of this fence on the road, the bees quit following you at all, and they seem to. It seems almost like a magical barrier of some sort is keeping the bees in.
You're stuck in there.
Does that apply to me?
Yeah.
Really well trained.
And looking around, Cordelius is nowhere to be found.
Yeah, this is the bee trying to get through.
There's just a bee bonking its head on this magical barrier.
Oh, damn it. Where'd Cornelius go, guys? Why is that bee being so
Where
weird?
did he go?
So one
And
bee
it's-
just keeps flying into the barrier.
Instead of black and yellow, this bee is yellow and black. It's a little bit
Oh,
different.
that's helpful. Super duper helpful.
Here, let me
Okay,
get
so I'm
it
right
for
on the
you.
edge then?
Yeah.
I'll just transform back and walk through then.
Okay.
Land on the flowers. All the bees attack
Here, let me
you.
get it for you.
No, I think I'm going to be careful.
Once you guys are on the other side, the bee farmers will approach you and what on earth are you doing?
Taps us with a pitchfork.
You can't be going in there without the proper gear on. They'll sting you to death.
Apologies, we warped.
Warped in the head, maybe.
There it is.
I mean, teleported.
Ah,
Telewarped it.
well, that was a bad landing place. Could have ended a lot worse for you.
We only had the honey to go on.
Crampernamp takes the jar of honey and just pitches it on the ground.
Hey, now, don't be going wasting perfectly good honey.
His face is still kind of puffed up.
I see we have a bee allergy.
Yeah, we don't have any kind of anti-venom or any kind of disease curing or capabilities at this point in time. Do you guys maybe have something on hand?
I mean, I've just been touching him. See, look, watch this. I'll touch him right now, and
That's
it'll
what make you feel better, right?
He just pat me on the back and said, you feel better now. And I felt better, but I don't wanna.
No, it looks like your pallet in there, he took care of the issue, but I wouldn't recommend going back in there without the proper supplies.
roll the 2 people with bee allergies back.
Well, we're just happy you didn't kill any of them, because those are our prized honeybees.
Yeah,
100%.
So, why'd you guys have to teleport to Honeywood here instead of... Well,
I think one of your pop cans finally.
I think you can have another one.
No
Figured out which
problem.
one opened up.
I'll figure out which one of these.
One of my pop cans just exploded on its own.
Awesome.
I found it.
Good. Have at it.
Yo, you got a knife for this one? This one ain't gonna open.
I don't got a knife on me.
Wait, you just got it open.
Yeah, but it's...
Oh.
There you go.
Hello.
I'm being a bit rude here. My name's John. I'm a honey farmer from Honeywood. Who might y'all be? Be.
Guys, do we have a name as a group yet? Or like...
Yes, we're the Humber Bumble Nine.
I was about to say the Humber Bumples.
No, we're the heroes and lesser known friends.
I'm just Stetson Murphy.
Nice to meet you, Stetson.
my name's Yam.
Howdy do, Yam.
No one else.
He reaches out his hand, but he's like not sure what the custom is, so then he like turns it into a fist bump as the guy goes to shake his hand.
And you guys like we
You do the trailer,
okay.
does the trailer hitch thing, and it's just like really awkward.
yeah. Nice to meet you, Yam. The rest of you don't got names?
I'm heroes. Hello.
Hello, Heros.
Hello, the
I
next
step behind
Stetson.
Stetson.
Okay. What was that there, fella?
Name's Tango.
Tango?
That's Tango. I'm Heroes' big brother, Crampernamp.
Okay.
And that guy there, he's my older brother, Trabone.
Trebone?
You should call him Doctor. Like, make sure you respect his title.
Oh, a doctor.
He's got-
Okay.
He's got laryngitis currently and can't speak.
I see.
He also has a bee allergy.
If only there was something you could mix into like a tea to help with throat problems.
Oh, we got that. I bet we can fix him right up. This is
Oh,
excellent.
mushroom juice.
Pulls out a
Finally,
jar of
that's
honey and
something-
hands it to him.
Mushroom juice.
No, honey.
Yeah. No, mushroom juice. You take the mushroom, you really squeeze it.
Do you have any, like, Flanurgan milk?
You get the
really
juice
good,
out
too.
the end.
Hello, my name is Humple Pumple. I drink frog milk. What do you do for fun?
I
Oh,
drink
God.
I drink frog milk and suck mushrooms.
Okay.
I'm really
I like
intrigued
the
to find out what Humber Bumble actually looks like.
I like the honey.
We do have excellent honey.
He's just eating more of it.
What brings you strange folk to Honeywood? You might be the strangest looking collection of people I ever seen, but
We're here looking for information on Ground Zero.
Ground Zero.
You heard of them?
Oh yeah, well, they saved the town at one point. We were being besieged upon by goblins back in the day.
Oh, they're still rampant.
Huh?
Goblins still rampant. That's good to know.
Well, not so much anymore. We ain't seen hide nor hair of them for about 6-8 months. The whole village
Yeah,
that was in the woods
We
there
were attacked by
disappeared.
some yesterday.
Yesterday. And,
Yeah.
well, I mean, you teleported. Where we're at, because you guys could have came from anywhere.
The
War
moon.
Crash, I think.
I love that he sounds like Mater.
War Crash, I think.
What in this cup?
That's the name of the town we're in. War
Oh,
Crash.
Forecrest. Okay, that's
Like crest without the vor.
unsettling. Not your pronunciation, but the fact that there's goblins running around. Interesting.
There was scouting. They said there was scouting a party for the Dark Father, some shit, some weird ass name like that.
Oh yeah, he runs the honey farm.
The Dark Father runs the honey farm.
He's
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
chill.
we heard all about him. That's my ex-brother's oldest cousin. No, okay, that's more concerning.
He's just a nice dude who runs a honey farm. Nothing wrong with him.
Oh, and this is our grandpa.
Oh yeah, hi, I'm Brownleaf. I guess I'm
Oh.
grandpa to this strange crew. Oh well, it's nice to meet you, Brownleaf. Good to have all you strangers here.
Now, we revivified this hobgoblin, who we'd like to also have you speak with.
Yeah, not doing that voice again tonight. I will not be able to speak tomorrow.
Did we take the dead body with us?
Nope.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
No, that,
That's bad form.
I don't know. You haven't. Nobody's asked about my coffin of Holben. Come on.
Anyway, if you guys are looking for Ground Zero, I can sure bring you there, but this goblin thing is concerning, especially if you said it was a scouting party for some creature called the Dark Father. That's a bit concerning. Did it say why they were here scouting for?
Take over the
They're
land, you know,
planning
classic
on
goblin
taking
stuff.
over the country.
Just classic
Uh,
goblin
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, they're
liberating-
drifting.
They were what?
liberating themselves from their oppressors.
Oh.
It sounded very much like freedom fighter stuff. Like they were an oppressed underclass that were righting historic wrongs.
They're just
I
doing
think
classic
they-
goblin things.
I think they took a drink of the bad water. You know, they took a sip of Kool-Aid.
Well, we did almost have all goblins eradicated at one point here in Vale. So, I mean,
It's,
technically they were oppressed, but they were
Evil.
oppressive.
And now they're all dead. So, you know,
Well, they all left. They all went.
previously they're.
They all went somewhere else. So,
And he-
previously
and he
they
never
were
asked
what we
why they
called
left.
underclass of citizens, and now they're all dead.
So like, our
Weird,
theory
weird.
must be right. They're like currently on their journey to go from being the slaved to the slavers.
well, we never used them as slaves per se.
We just don't like them.
We just they just don't. We just don't get along. Us
Oh,
human.
you just
folk.
committed mass genocide. Got it.
Much better. Yep.
Yes. Well, I mean, they would catch and rape our women and kill our children, and you know they weren't the greatest neighbors. So
Man,
We
why
had to
is all
do-
this surface world stuff so like gray? The Underdark is so nice and black and white.
well, I thought it was just black down
Yeah,
there.
like. No, I mean, not all of it.
Wait, you guys are from the Underdark?
Do
Is that why your skin is funny?
You see my skin?
I mean, my
Fuck
skin is
you.
funny because I'm on fire. But like,
Well,
I mean, I'm gonna just write this down. Genocided a species, thinks our skin is funny,
most people,
attacked me with bees.
most people on the surface here aren't gray.
we noticed.
Hey, Green, you're not great. You're kind of.
There's a
Humbert,
lot of
but
good
is
people
my,
here.
Is my fur a little bit patchy? He said this was we have light skin.
Yeah, your
Bro.
fur looks like it ain't seen the sun in a while.
Bro, hopefully you don't have the mange, man. That would be bad.
Introducing new problems for furred characters. Mange.
No.
No.
You become that
I'm
hair,
perfectly healthy.
you become the hairless cat person.
Oh, gross.
The hairless lion.
So,
God,
wait.
Persuasion, persuasion gets a -5 and intimidation gets like a +10.
Just from the gross out factor.
Well,
Dude,
how,
you look like a
Ironically, I'm
nutsack.
still the
how can I help you?
persuasion.
So, hey, Cramper, now, are you a Sverfnerblin?
Can I milk you?
If I say yes, are you gonna murder me and/or kick me out of this country?
No, I've just never seen one before. I thought, I've seen gnomes, but
I swear to God, if you asked to touch my hair, I'm fireballing you and everyone you've ever cared about.
well, I just assumed you were bald. So,
Why would you assume I'm bald?
Let me touch you.
Because you never told me otherwise.
I'm standing in front of you. My goodness.
The DM has assumed you're bald for some reason.
Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your bees.
Yam just comes up and like puts a hand on Crampernacle's back. He's just like, "Don't worry, man. Don't worry. I'm here for you, bro. Just cry it out, man."
I wasn't trying to be
It's
rude.
alright. It's alright.
Look what you did to the poor boy.
Well, his hair's all tucked up nice under his cap. I just couldn't tell for sure.
Stetton's.
Why are you service people so insensitive?
Stetson's
They
sitting
don't
there
know
like
if
this.
the
Just like his
hair went somewhere else on your body.
I just never seen nobody like you before, so I apologize if I was offensive. It's been quite a day. People just show up out of nowhere in the middle of the honey farm and...
I'm sorry. It's been a rough day for you. I'm half dead.
Well, you shouldn't have landed in the bee patch.
Who has a bee patch? Who keeps monsters?
It's literally the name of our town is Honeywood. You knew that honey came from here?
No.
Yeah.
Well, okay, yes, I didn't know honey came from here. I didn't know those monsters made honey.
Oh,
I
it's...
figured it came from like a safe animal.
Oh, there's
I
perfectly
forgot
fine.
The bees were that big.
I thought you just like milked a flower.
No, you see, the bees gotta land on the flower. They slurp up this stuff called nectar, and they put it in their mouths and or suck it in, and then they fly over to their hives. Those are big cubical, cylindrical things there, and they sit down and they puke it out into a mold, and it's like a little hexagon shape, and it turns into just the best honey you'd ever see. So really,
Did we eat bee barf?
yeah, you did. That's what honey is. It's delicious.
I will now roll the Constitution saving throw.
I love how nonchalantly he just goes, "Yeah, you guys ate bee throats."
That's what honey is.
Yeah, I know. I know it's what it is. I just like how you didn't try to
Yam
sugarcoat it.
gigs for a moment, but he manages to keep it down.
It's really and it has so many wonderful properties. You know, it's good for the soul, for the heart.
So would you consider an 8 a success at keeping down from vomiting, or?
No. Usually for simple stuff, it's 10 or higher.
What's wrong with this place?
Sorry.
Arrows, grab your brother. We gotta get out of here. This place is terrible.
Sorry, these guys.
Can I buy a jar of honey before we go?
Oh, yeah, you can buy it in town. We got it all over the place there. But actually, if you want the best stuff, well, come over here with me. He takes you over to this big vat, and it has like stacks of honeycombs that came out of the boxes. And he takes one of the honeycombs, and just takes a scoop, and it's got the comb and everything with a spoon. Here, try this. This is where it's at, right off the hive.
What's the hexagon stuff made of?
You know, I'm not 100% sure, but it's something with the bees and the honey and the spit and the gargling, and
Stetson will slowly.
it's kind of waxy, but it's delicious.
The
Harris
honeycomb
takes-
wax is literally bee crap.
It's so good though.
Harris takes the comb and eats it, and tries it.
And it's delicious. If you like sweets and you like sugar, it's the way to go. And coming from a guy who's literally had honey right off the hive, it's so good.
Man, I love eating bee shit.
Bee shit and puke, man. It's delicious.
Stetson will also go, can I have some?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Here you go. Hands you a spoon.
I'll take it and just slowly enjoy it because it's been a stressful day.
In the distance, there's just Yam and Crampernacle looking on in horror.
Could I buy a couple jars?
Well, we don't sell it in this fashion because we gotta... You can't eat it like this, but you shouldn't eat a lot of it because it's got some impurities in there. But once it's filtered and strained and mixed and done up right, then you can buy it right there in town at the store, all processed, packaged, and neat and ready to go.
Alright.
Huh?
Yam. I want to burn it all.
Yeah,
I want to burn it all.
you think of like 7th level fireball or?
I don't have a level high enough for what must be done to this place.
I mean, I can cast quite a few. Do you want to?
Remember, you guys are good alignment.
This
Yes.
is like an act of good, man. We're getting rid of like this terrible place.
Horrific place, and there's not a mushroom to be seen. These freaks.
And looking around, it's not just one honey field. The honey fields go on for miles in every direction you can see.
We're gonna have to
Alright.
spend some time making some scrolls so that way
Okay.
we can come in and like
I
get it
just
all
wanna see like a
out
big
one
swarm
night.
of bees coming over.
Yeah.
And just,
I think we.
They're all humming around.
I want them to all
I
focus on
I
one
think we should
person. though, and
teleport
just-
back and try to find that hobgoblin army to burn this horrific place to the ground.
Actually, that's a good idea. Yeah.
I think we've really made a big
all
mistake.
the bees.
Yeah. This is a weird place, man.
just like up above, it's just a circle ring. It's closing in on one spot.
I'm gonna grab a jar. I'm gonna pay for it, obviously, but I'm gonna take a jar, and then while they're sleeping at night, I'm gonna slip something into Yam and. Oh shit!
They wake up. This is
I'm
really
gonna
good.
slip something in their mouths while they're sleeping.
I'm sorry, whose mouths?
I'm Crampernamp's mouth.
There we go.
My mouth was cold. I was gonna try and say it. I was like, I'm eating ice cream, so this might be harder to do than normal.
The next morning, Crampernap's dead.
Yeah.
His throat swelled up in the night, and no one was there to like hear him cough. He thinks he's playing a funny prank, comes back the next morning.
It'll all be over soon.
Humans is going to go and buy 3 jars of honey.
Okay, so
What? Okay,
You guys are
we're
gonna head
going
into town?
or are you trying
I'm
to buy
leaving
these
without
farms?
yet.
I will
I'm
ask.
gonna buy impurities and all.
I will ask the beekeeper because he said he'd lead us to where Ground Zero was.
yeah.
So I'll say, can we go to Ground Zero?
Oh yeah, sure. I just gotta. Hey Billy, yeah, can you finish up the chores here? I'll come take these weirdos to town. And
Yeah,
show
we're
them
the
where.
weirdos.
Yeah, show them where Ground Zero is at, or where they used to be anyway. So he takes off walking, starts leading you guys into town, and it's a little bit of a walk past a lot of honey fields, fence on both sides of you, bees droning around peacefully, minding their own business.
Crampernap, this whole town's gotta go.
I just
What
had
are
the
you-
worst visual.
What?
Imagine when the bees are the size of cats. So imagine when they're puking. It's like a cat puking. And you're in their eyes. It's just. That came into my brain, so I cursed you guys with it too. A bunch of bees
under it.
sitting in a circle.
Hold your hand under it like it's a faucet.
The good old circle hurt.
Oh, so he leads you into town and leads you past the general store, a bunch of houses, a small tavern known as, what was it? I got notes on this. Somewhere. It's been a long time since anybody's visited Honeywood. I think I got notes on it. I maybe don't. There it
It's
is.
gotta be my favorite town.
The Honey Hollow is the tavern. And, yeah, so you get led to... The town's not overly huge, maybe about 500 people or so in town. Just enough to work the honey fields and ship the honey out. And everything's honey. Seems to be their main export at this location. And you get led through town to the northeast end of town. And are you raising your hand?
Yeah.
What?
It's not really that important, but I was wondering how big would the queen bee be? Like, is it just a really big fucking bee?
There's just like a horse-sized bee.
Yeah,
somewhere.
like, is it just...
I was thinking like Saint Bernard size, but a horse
And
is
it's
even better.
And it's just shitting bee eggs,
Yeah.
like cat-sized bee eggs.
The size of basketballs.
Giant undulating body.
Because I just like to imagine that we're in town and just there's a basket sitting there was just for the queen bee comes by. What the fuck was that?
Horse-sized bee flies away.
With the basket of honey. It's a delivery bee.
So, you get brought over to up to 46 inches of what?
Well, I'm so far I've tallied up. We need 46 levels worth of fireball to take out all of this.
Not enough. More.
You get led to a house, kind of on the edge of town, and there's a sign hanging over the door, and it says Seth Shalazar's Enchanter's Emporium, and underneath it says also home of Ground Zero. Underneath that, in even smaller letters, if they ever return. And you walk into the house, and John leaves you guys at the door. Says, "All right, well, this is where they've been at if they ever come back. Hey, have a nice day, fellas. Let me know if you need any honey-related things other than what you can get at the general store. If you want any tour of our fine honey fields or anything like that, yeah, let me know. I'll be out there in the honey fields there pretty much all day, every day, working with the bees and collecting the honey. And,
Well, I think we would love a tour. Don't you guys think?
No.
Maybe to see how everything works.
I would love a tour too.
oh, well,
I think we should do it.
hit me up
Alright,
tomorrow.
We're going tomorrow.
I got
know
time
it
in
says
the morning.
I know it says ant queen, but that is the most accurate description of what I assume the queen bee looks like.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh God.
Damn, bitches through town. Shit, she got out again.
Everybody run!
Oh my god!
Well, it's
That's where you use banishment.
No, let's just return to its home plane.
Go ahead, Wyatt.
it's basically 9 o'clock.
You gonna call it?
Yeah.
Oh,
You have 2 minutes,
Shut
sir.
up, Storm.
Well,
We're in a fair
With these last 2 minutes,
He usually
with these
stays
last 2
until
minutes, I want you to roll initiative because there are 2 bees that have been following you outside the border this whole time.
They can't
They
get out.
found a way-
I couldn't get out.
They found a way. They found a way to love you. They're gonna do it.
a bee
they
runs up
think
and
you're a
stings him.
flower with your big mane.
Yep, they're gonna sneak attack, sting you through the border. Their stingers are just long enough to reach that cheek.
There's
There's
13
stingers.
level roads.
All of a sudden, in the distance, in the sound of buzzing bees' wings, you hear, "Never gonna give you up."
Or you just hear the intro. Do-do-do-do-do.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us, Wyatt. We'll see you next
Oh.
time.
See you later.
When my life slows down, maybe we can do this on Fridays instead of Thursdays, but it hasn't slowed down yet.
Yeah.
What's going on Fridays again?
If it's not one thing, it's another, and that's the only night that worked for both Alyssa and I to have date night this week, so
Bye.
bye, see ya. Anyway, so, John takes his leave of you guys, and you open the door to the house, and you see behind a countertop is a small gnomish man. A gnome, not a Sverfnerblin.
I was hoping it'd be Paul.
Huh?
I was hoping it'd be Paul.
No,
Oh.
not yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
And he sees you guys come in. He goes, "Ah, well, hello there. How can I help you fine fellows?"
We're looking for Ground Zero.
Well, this is apparently not the right spot, even though they own the house.
Nah.
Haven't seen them forever. But anyway, is that all you're looking? I got magical goods and wares and all sorts of things. But why are you looking for Ground Zero?
Goodbye.
Well, that was a dead end.
That's a
Let's go.
Yeah, my name is Seth Salazar, and good friend of Ground Zero, and I can maybe help you out, but I would like to know more about why you're searching for them, and if you have any ill intent with your search.
No ill intent. We've just.
mine.
There was
Well,
a
we've been
fucking.
informed they've gone MIA, so we're looking to see if we can help them.
We assume they've been kidnapped by a drow.
A single one.
Hey, they did
Just
have.
one.
Hey,
Just one drow.
Carrick wasn't a kidnapper.
That's what the drow wanted.
Such an evil sounding name, man. Carrick.
Oh, he was
Yeah.
a fine individual.
Next thing you know, we're gonna find out that he was a warlock and like.
Oh man, a warlock drow. Could you imagine? That's like
Oh.
putting a hat on a hat.
Oh boy. That sounds just downright awful.
So Seth,
What an awful person.
so you're a artificer or like a
I'm an enchanter.
oh you're a wizard.
A little bit different than a wizard. It's not necessarily a class one can find in any of the player's handbooks or anything, but I do dabble in the magical arts.
Do you have any spell scrolls, spell books, spells,
Well,
a speaking spell, spell check?
scrolls, yes, but books,
Speak and smell.
I don't
Knowing
typically.
this now, he probably has a spelling bee.
Ah.
It's a good one. I haven't heard that one before. Hey,
Nice one.
I do have a variety of spell scrolls, but you know, I don't really put it all into a book per se, except for my own use.
Do you have anything?
Can I
Oh,
can I look at your spell book for just like a little while?
It's kind of proprietary, so I'd rather not.
I'll let you look at mine.
This sounds a little strange. Two gnomes letting each other look at their books.
What? I don't know what the deal is with you surfacer dogs, but back home, it's
Don't do
a
it.
big deal.
Don't do it.
You look at mine, I look at yours. Maybe you touch mine, maybe I touch yours.
Let's
and we
see
just
if let's
let the things go.
get better acquainted before these types of transactions take place.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay.
Back to the topic at hand. Why are you
customary
searching?
gnomish greeting, though? Are we gonna at least do the customary gnomish greeting?
Oh no.
I'm not sure where you're going with this because I'm not a Sverfnerblin.
Well, I assume it's common among all gnomish folk.
You tell me what it is, and I'll let you know if it's common or not.
Will you extend your hand out?
Okay?
I extend my hand out, and then we like hold each other's hand and then move them up and down.
Oh, a handshake. That's common among all the races here.
No, we call it a hand job.
Well, that's strange. But I guess hand jobs for everyone.
I'll pass. Thank you very much.
Please
Let's-
God, make this stop.
Let it not be said that Seth Salazar is not accommodating.
No, he gives a hell of a hand job. Firm grip.
What a girthy hand.
It was like
Don't
one of
worry.
the best feeling hand jobs I've ever had, man.
Don't worry. I'm gonna put that down out on the message, the board out there.
I'd prefer you didn't.
Do you have sovereign glue? I'd like to make sure it stays out there for as long as that board stands.
Looking for a good time. Seth gives hand job.
He reaches behind him and kind of tucks a bottle of something out of sight. No sovereign glue here. Don't have any of that on hand. So, Ground Zero, you're looking for them. Why?
we've been sent on a mission in the Underdark by a Warforged to find them.
You see, they came from the Underdark at one point. It's the last time I saw them, really. They had... Did you ever meet any of the Warforged? He did.
Yeah, you would have met both of them.
Yep, but not Annabella.
Yeah.
Yep, because he would have met both of them prior at some... Well, maybe met them in Colfax. Did he meet them in Colfax? No.
I think...
He met both of them in Honeywood.
I don't think they were...
No, I think we did once. Like a couple
right before we went and
Yeah.
killing Samson's brother.
Yeah, it was
Yep,
was
he
Pal
would've.
and
Yep. Just prior to the Underdark. Ah, yes, they did have a couple of Warforged with them. Is it Builder or Pal? Did they... Not Pal, he wouldn't know him as Pal. Builder or 11-4. Did they stay in the Underdark? I haven't seen them since they went down there. Those two, anyway. No, he would have seen Builder. No, he wouldn't have seen Builder. Builder never came out. But the rest of them stayed, so... Is that who sent you to look for him?
there's another one down there.
Another one?
Mm-hmm.
They are incredibly rare.
Looks like a teapot.
Interesting. So this teapot sent you to find Ground Zero.
As stupid as that sounds, yeah.
Right?
That's kind of offensive.
I mean, like, it's like the matriarch or figure of our whole society down there, man.
She saved the lives of all of us.
She looks like
Kind of
porcelain
reductive.
china. That she's got the flower design on her.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we're here to save Ground Zero from
A drow.
whatever. Well, I mean, considering they own this house and haven't come back, I'm not sure why you're surprised that someone is going to try to help them.
No, I guess that makes sense. I'm just... Well,
Like, are you their friend?
I'm their housekeeper, apparently.
Did you try to contact them? Or were you just like, sweet, I don't have to pay rent anymore. Scotter's right.
Well, you see... Okay. Why don't you all come in and sit down, and I'll brew us a pot of tea, and...
Wait, did they give you like phenomenal amounts of gold to make magic items that you are totally working on and are living in their house rent free? And you're like, no, I don't know where they are.
Well,
I've
okay.
never tried to contact them.
Let me start at the beginning, and you all take a seat.
I'm kind of thinking this whole town is evil. You've got horrible attack beasts outside, poison as far as the eye can see, and no respect for property rights.
All right. So,
Tea sounds
please
lovely.
take a seat, and we'll discuss. And I'll tell you everything I know, and you can decide if I'm doing this wrong or not. There's a lot to this story. So, makes a pot of tea, seats you guys around a fire.
He started in the middle of the
Pass
floor.
on your wisdoms, bro. Is this some special tea? Like, am I gonna have visions of the past?
You're gonna have
No.
visions on how to steal people's property legally.
An
If
identity
it's not,
theft.
like, I got some stuff here that can give us visions. Like,
There's an identity theft book on the table.
I just want to find the right mood music.
Mood music.
Well, we have Tailspire, so let's use it, right?
Oh no.
So,
It has begun.
what? I've always tried to set the mood with the proper music. Jeepers.
Yep, totally.
He's got a dirty mind.
So, you all
I
take a
know
seat,
such thing.
and Seth sits you down. Go ahead.
Dylan, I will share you with my notes from this session.
You mean share with you?
Because there's some good insight in here regarding hand jobs and
Oh God.
lack of respect for property rights.
So, you all sit around the fire. Cozy, night begins to fall. And Seth comes in and sits down.
Well, any story deserves to be told properly.
You all sit cozy around the fire as you hear Seth running away. A sack of gold over his shoulder.
You just hear the window open up and then just.
The delayed blast fireball goes off.
Any story deserves to be told properly, and Ground Zero is quite a story.
Hurry it up. No.
So when I first met them, it was almost little over a year ago in Zorkesh. Good long time. They were in town for the Summercrest Festival. Zorkesh had a wonderful Summercrest Festival. Anyway, Zorkesh is a desert town, since I'm assuming most of you are Underdark dwellers, based on your lack of skin tone at this point.
Well, that's quite presumptuous.
And the strange customs.
But yes.
And the fact that you have a Smurf Nerblin and a Duragar with you.
I'm assuming you're.
They seem
freaks around here.
Bro, if you don't start getting nicer soon, I'm gonna smurf your Nerblin.
No, you don't want to know. That means that doesn't mean what you think it means. That's not so much of a threat.
Wait, what does it mean? You're gonna have to go over this with me later. I'm not familiar with.
I'm just saying, once you get some color in your cheeks from the sunlight, you'll be fine. It'll be hard to tell from you're from not here.
You stay the hell away from my cheek.
It's devolving so quickly.
Keith has come unhinged, everybody.
I like to imagine that Humblebump has the chair up like it's a weapon to defend himself.
He said the hell away from my cheeks. Oh, my fucking face hurts.
What, are you unaware of the greeting custom of our people?
Is that how you check for the health of an individual? You just like spread them?
I meant my face, you sick bastard!
That's why we can't have nice things.
Brother, you're a doctor. Do you got like the gloves? I think I kind of.
You need the shoulder length cattle punch.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
I fucking had enough.
I knew it was coming to the moment you said it.
Oh god.
Okay. Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
And scene.
I think it might be here and there, but.
When I first met Ground Zero, they were in Zorkesh for the Summercrest Festival. They bought some wares at my shop, spent some money, ordered some things. They set out on some adventure. And a few days later, Samson came back and informed me that they'd found something helmet-y thing that was cursed, burned most of Cheem's face off, and they were worried that it could be scryed on. They said they got it from someone known as the Dark Knight or something. He was all in black armor.
Batman?
Don't know what that is.
You mean Hat Man?
Hat Man.
I hear,
He's in
you hear a voice
Colfax.
from the heavens. I could have taken him.
I still could have taken him.
So, they were worried for my safety and that they may have endangered me. So they asked me to relocate, which is kind of a dick move. Here, you're in danger now, so relocate across the land to Honeywood, where there is a population of less
Kind
than
of like
a tenth of what you're used to working with for your business.
So,
it brought a
so
thing
fuck
that
you,
put
I'm
you
taking
in
your
danger.
house.
So
I stole their home.
they relocated me here, said I could take over their house.
Couldn't they have just been like more responsible with their decision making and like not put you in danger?
You'd think so. Their favorite shopkeep, they wouldn't put him in danger, but they did. And I even had Samson work for me for a little while, but, you know, so they relocated me to here. And then they came back, and then they left again. Went to, fought a dragon somewheres. Their stories get all so strange, but I know they left me some items from a white dragon that they had wanted me to enchant with some stuff with. And then they
Do you like remember who all was part of them at given times and what their names were? Because it would be really helpful if we could get like a list of these guys.
Sure. So initially, when I met them, there was Gleason, Marion Gleason. He was a human fellow, cleric. I think he died, if I remember correctly, and yeah, he did die. They had his body here at some point. I think they went to go.
Talk about that.
I think they went to go bury him in Lake of Bronson.
That's There's Gleason. He's dead. They brought his body through here.
Then there was Narrowleaf. He's dead too. They burned him right over there.
Just points out the window. It's like there's like a bone or two still left.
He was human, and those of you with higher passive perception, which would be
I have 19.
Cordelius and Tango,
You can see
you
this.
notice at the mention of Narrowleaf, Brownleaf is visibly disturbed by this information, but he's trying to keep it hidden. And
Points at the window over there. Like a tear.
yeah. Then there was Cheem. He was a human rogue, a strange fellow, always cooking
Where's
something. And
he buried?
yeah, he's still alive. Last I know. I'm just going over the original group.
Yeah, I'm seeing a
Yeah,
pattern,
like
though.
it's give us
Seeing a pattern.
give us just like in waves, man. That's how I'm like
I'm working.
I'm remembering this.
Actually, Cheem didn't come along till a little bit later, till after the Summercrest Festival. Summercrest Festival.
No, he was there for them.
No, he was not there for the Summercrest Festival.
He showed up. Oh no, he showed up after. Yeah.
Showed up after.
That's right.
Don't question my memory. You weren't there. But there was Carrick Leodon. He was there. He's a drow.
One of the greats I hear.
He's a good fellow. I think he had some great purpose to him.
Is he still alive?
Last time I checked. Unless his skin condition finally took him out.
Gotta remember that one.
There's Narrowleaf's brother, Brownleaf. He was interesting. Always changing into different things.
Interesting.
He was human. Came through here once as a goblin. I think he's a half elf last time I saw him, or human. I couldn't tell for sure. There was a fella who I'd only met once, really. His name was Braveheart. He was with Marion Gleason. Don't remember much about him. Doggone, I'm forgetting the one name.
Did you mention Sam?
Sam was there first. I'm going the first
Okay.
wave.
The first wave.
First wave. What was his name? There was a Druish fella. I can't remember his name at the time. But,
Oh, Jack.
Herm?
nope. Herm was around too, but there's a different Druish fella.
Not Jack.
He was only there for the first 3 sessions and he disappeared. And I can't remember what his name was in character.
Ooh, that's right.
Yeah, totally drawing a blank.
It was. Hold on, I can find it probably. I bet you.
Anyway, so that was the Summercrest Festival, and then they seemed to.
Win-win?
Oh yeah, Win-Win. Knew I was forgetting somebody. And Win-Win, the bird man, is an Aarakocra, high and mighty-ish. He apparently had a kingdom or something somewhere.
Toxin.
Nope, not Toxin.
Oh.
Still one out there.
Alive?
Win-Win, well, I'll get to Win-Win. So anyway, that was the original group. They set out into the desert and came back with...
Nivitech?
Nope. Samson, who was a human wizard. He's still alive, I believe, and Cheem. And then there was a Toxin. He was a dragonborn druid. Haven't heard from him for a long time. So then they did some things and came back. And then one time they came back with this white kobold named Zai. He was about the only one I could see eye to eye with. So anyway, after they relocated me here, they came and did some business again and took care of some slavers in the forest. But I believe it was actually Samson's brother that they took care of there and killed. Unfortunately, Samson had a hard time with that. He did haul around the body for a while. I don't know if he ever did bury it. So that's a bit
What the
creepy.
hell is wrong with these people?
But the more we talk about them, like, the more I'm like, man, these guys are messed up.
He had me put it in a bag of colding, so...
He didn't have you put it in there. He put
He
it in
had
there.
me cast the gentle repose on it, and he put it in a bag of holding, and it's... I don't know what happens ever since. I think he wanted to bury it in his homeland.
Holding?
Well, it's a fancy term for something, a bag of holding that has a gentle repose cast on it. But I think he wanted to take it back to his homeland, which I believe was Castletown in Aramore, which is across the ocean. Which is a nice thing to do for a brother, I suppose, even if he was a slave and dirtbag. He almost killed me once, too, that there Stamson. Not Samson, Stamson's a brother. Darn near killed me once. Yeah. And then, after Nereleaf and Gleason died in a battle, they found 2 Warforged fellas. That would be 11-4 and Builder. Or Winfred, they called him sometimes. And then they went on a journey to find Carrick's sword. That more or less went well, I think. They talked about portals to hell after that. So, not sure what that means. Then they came back and they took care. Well, after that was actually when they killed Stamson. They fought him the first time and he killed Nereleaf and Gleason. So then after they killed Stamson, they decided they weren't safe here. So they went to Colfax and left me here. Zai run off in the middle of the night. I never did see him again. He took off somewhere and left a note, something about he failed his friends and didn't want to fail them again. And Win-Win stuck around for a while looking for Zai. I don't think he ever did find him. But they went to Colfax. From there, they said they built another home. And I actually branched out. I built myself a simulacrum of myself and sent it to Colfax. And now I make weaponry here, or magical items, and I have a store in Colfax above a pet shop. That burned down mysteriously at some point. Never did quite figure out that one. It just spontaneously combusted in the middle of the night. But 11-4 was there to save the pets. So, it was really good timing on his part. But that was before I built my shop over the top of it. Rent a nice spot from a lovely tiefling woman. Anyway, so they have a house north of Colfax in the mountains. And then they went to the Underdark, but I think that's just because Cheem and Toxin and some fella named Jack that they picked up along the way fell into a hole in the ground. More slavers, drow were there, and they went to kill them and rescue some children. They fell in a hole in the ground. Strangest thing. So then they came out of the Underdark in Vorcrest.
Would he know about Felteth? Did they ever interact?
No, I don't think they ever went and interacted.
Felteth commissioned one thing, and it was that staff.
At a blacksmith
But I don't
shop.
think. Yeah.
He would have never heard about Felteth.
Wait, no, I think it was at. Oh no, yeah, it was.
No,
at the Black.
Felteth got hired in Honeywood.
Yeah.
He
Yep.
did.
Horseshoes.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Before they went to Colfax, they did hire somebody. They had 2 interviews. They had a guy named Paul, who was a strange young fella. Real sad looking. Hair over his face.
Is he around anymore? He's on a tree.
Haven't seen him. Haven't seen him in a while either. And then they hired a nice young fella named Felteth, who left with them and never seen him again. So then they came out of the Underdark and they had left Builder. 11-4 never came out. They didn't really say what happened to him. Jack never came back. Felteth never came back. But Win-Win was here, and he met with a Dr. Raoul and a guy named Nevitash, druid fellow. And they hung out here for a little while before... No. I got something messed up. Dr. Raoul and... Who is the other character? Zai came back. Dr. Raoul and Zai came back. So I did see Zai again. I forgot about that.
Thompson was around too.
And Thompson, they came back and met the group out of the Underdark, which was Broadleaf, so he is still alive. He was a goblin at the time. And then they went back to Colfax. And by this point, I think I got my shop in Colfax up and running. And they had a guy named Nevitash join them. So at that time, it was Broadleaf, Nevitash, Dr. Raoul, Win-Win, Zai, Carrick, Thompson, and Cheen. And last time I talked to him in Colfax, they said they were going to the airplane. Plane of air. So then they set out, and so then I never did hear from Dr. Raoul ever again, or Win-Win, or Zai. Well, Win-Win I did. Zai, Cheem I haven't heard from.
Did he go in the shop after?
I'm trying to think if anybody else, if you guys passed through Honeywood or not on your way out. I don't think there was any pass through Honeywood after the airplane. Because you went back to Colfax.
It was all Colfax, yeah.
Yep. But he would have met some of you again at Colfax. His simulacrum would.
Yeah.
So I did. Broadleaf was there, or Broadleaf, excuse me. Broadleaf's his grandpappy. Broadleaf was there, and Carrick, and then they met up with 2 strange creatures that I'd never seen before. They called themselves Antitrians. They were Sunny and
Sugar?
Tuck. Man, we got way too many characters we've had, man. Holy mackerel.
A few.
So it'd be Sunny, Tuck, Carrick, Zooms. They had this little rugrat fella. Launch, Thompson.
Well, I tell you what, it sure sounds like this Carrick fellow has been the only constant in this whole group.
Really, just Carrick and Broadleaf. The other ones kind of pass around a lot. Samson and Cheem are in and out, but...
Yam just leans over and whispers, "Clearly, he must be the slaver. He keeps killing all his slaves."
It seems as though Carrick has been throwing these people into danger while standing behind them laughing maniacally. Like that, it seems like Carrick is this heartless bastard.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing.
I love that he's dissing his own character. It's great.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, you know, I can't tell one way or the other. He might be good, he might be bad.
So
all I know is that he's a constant in this story.
All I know is that he's a drow and therefore evil.
Oh.
Like, 1-to-1. I have yet to meet a drow that was not evil.
Wow.
So, last I heard of them, there was Broadleaf and Carrick, and then Tuck and Sunny, Launch, which was another Tabaxi fella who's hanging out with them, Zooms, Thompson. Did I miss anybody? Was that everybody that traveled over across the sea?
I think so.
Tuck, Sunny, Thompson, Broadleaf,
Did you get
Launch and Zooms.
Launch, Zooms.
You can just check
I
the
think
whole
that
thing of
was
be active
everybody.
And
characters.
Nematash.
And Nevatash. Yep. Yeah, so that's all I know right now. But you said that your Warforged friend told you to look for Ground Zero. Did you tell me Ground Zero? Or did you tell me Builder and Ground Zero?
We just said Ground Zero.
Okay. So I'm assuming it was Builder, or you said it was that female Warforged. Yeah. So I don't know where they're at. I know they were last seen in Colfax. So there may be more
Well-
clues there, but
We'll have to add Colfax to the list, guys.
I'm gonna pull up a map.
Grandpa, how does all this line up with what you know about them?
well,
Like, we trust you, Grandpa. Like, you haven't led us astray yet.
I fucking hate those guys.
I mean that's a sight more than I know. Yeah, I think the best bet we got is to stop by Colfax and see what we can find there. If you can teleport us again at some point, that'd be the fastest way there. Otherwise, it's about a 3 to 4 week journey from here. But otherwise, we could head that way. Be good to
Mr.
talk
Wizard
to.
person?
Ah. Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to have, like, would they have ever given you something that would have been, like, from their base in the mountains?
No. Just coin and they gave me a gem once. It actually ended up at the neighbor's house. Samson tried to send it to me, but didn't know the address or something like that.
Shipping issues,
So-
UPS.
You know, it ended up at the neighbor's house. It was fine. It wasn't busting too much, but it would allow me to make a simulacrum, which is good. So I sent him to Colfax. But if you want to teleport to Colfax, I actually got a teleportation circle in the back that I use for going back and forth and sending items. So
Oh, that's, like,
Okay.
super helpful, man.
That's very nice.
I don't trust this at all. I'll just stand there. We'll bring it to Colfax, I swear.
Can I just look through all of your spell scrolls and any other spell items just to see what you got?
roll a persuasion check.
Guidance.
Counterspell on the guidance. He's making this on his own.
So that's 15 plus 3, and persuasion is 0, so that's 18 total.
I can let you take a quick look. So you can pick out 3 spells.
He only has 3 spell scrolls?
No, I'm letting you pick 3.
I got all this, like, yellow metal stuff that you guys
And
seem
if
to
you
really
can
like.
afford them, I was thinking, you said his spell book, I thought. I was thinking you could pick 3 to try to copy out of his spell book if you got the funds.
So, I was going to just look through his spell scrolls.
Oh,
He has keen mind, so he instantly memorizes all of them.
Evan.
I
was
knew where it
going
was
to
going.
look through his spell scrolls that he has for sale because he did not want to share his spell book
okay.
and see what spells he has.
Okay. Being as I don't know what spells he has because I didn't prepare that, I will let you
Ma'am?
pick 3 spells that you read. And that is what he has prepared.
All right. Otherwise, you could just say, "We'll talk about it later."
Or we can talk about it next session.
That way, you don't have to be on the spot, and I don't get prime picks of like, oh, He's got all the stuff that I want him to have.
Sure. I will pick a handful of random spells for you to look through.
Okay.
Okay.
But yes, Evan is right, because I have keen minded. If I look through his spells, I can enter them into my spell book later at half cost, like we discussed.
Cheater,
Without-
cheater.
It's not cheating. This is keen minded Order of the Scribes. This is like what my character is good at. That's like being cheating. That those rogues with their sneak attacks. That's so much extra dice. And free healing for paladins. Come on.
Cheating. No. So is there any other questions that you guys got for me on Ground Zero?
Oh, I don't
So,
have one
who-
on ground zero.
Ground Zero owns this house still, right?
Storm is speaking first.
Okay.
Order of business.
It's not really about ground zero, but it's more about Castletown.
Yes? What about Castletown?
It's still around.
Samson said it got burnt. Or something. No, attacked by goblins.
Yeah.
Got attacked by goblins, and him and Cheem were the only two left to belong to it.
Oh, they lived there?
At some point, yeah. But before it went out, I think Cheem was... What did Samson tell me? Oh, here we go. My brother was the bastard who stole something from the goblins and got it destroyed. So, there. Samson was the bastard.
Face of shock. Very. He seems very like out of it now.
Okay, so I guess that look of shock, and I answered your question.
Sitting back in his chair now, just thinking,
Okay.
stupid fucking kid destroyed my
So,
kingdom.
Humpabump,
Yes.
what was your question?
Yeah, so Ground Zero owns this place, right?
Yes and no. I think I'm officially on the title now, being
Here we
as they
go.
let me run my shop out of it. Sam kind of gave it to me, more or less.
So,
Long story short, they felt bad for me uprooting my business and coming here. So they gave me a place to live.
was there any, like, contract that was signed?
Nothing official, but they told me to watch over it while they were gone.
Okay.
Verbal contract. It's just like, hey, can I live here? Yeah, sure.
So, do you know the sending spell?
Yes, I've used it.
Okay. Can you use it to talk to Ground Zero now?
I haven't tried for a while. Didn't think there was a concern. It's only been
Well,
3 months, which isn't out of the ordinary for them.
I mean,
Would you
okay.
like me to?
Well, yeah. This seems like you could just you could do a sending spell, and that may resolve our look for them thing, and we could all go back home out of this hellscape.
Well, I suppose if you put it that way. Well, the only one I know that's, is... well, who should I try?
If you do Sam, I'll give you a response.
He's gonna try Sam at some point.
Alright.
Here's what I'll do.
Oh,
I'll try Broadleaf first. He seemed the most consistently alive. Or Carrick. Yeah. But I'll try Broadleaf.
Sending spell voicemail. It's like, you have reached Broadleaf. He's not here. You would like him.
But Broadleaf's confusing. He always thinks I'm his mother. So maybe I should try Carrick. Don't ask. Broadleaf's strange. He's not all there in the head. Good fighter, but he's a few bricks short of a full load.
So he pulls a little piece of wire out of his pocket.
Broadleaf, if you're still alive, I got some people here that are looking for you. So if you could let me know, you can respond to this message.
Love, Mom.
I got no response.
Oh.
Yeah, you nailed that, Dylan. That
Did
was
I?
exactly 25 words.
I was completely punting, but I knew it was really close. I'll repeat the same message to Carrick. Repeats the message.
You're now officially one word under because Carrick's name is not 2 words long.
True. No response there. That's concerning.
Just throw a bitch on the end there.
Let me try Samson. Same message. Are you alive? People are looking for you.
Back in the village, just he's sleeping all of a sudden. He's really angry. And then just the response will be, oh dear. They're missing. Who's looking for them?
You got more words. If you need them.
Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Give me a moment.
You're at 8 words.
If need be, send to
Auradon.
Auradon.
Okay. Anything else? That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just repeat bitch over and over and over.
bitch.
Oh, wait. Oh. Woke me up. Angry face.
The first use of emoji.
Yes.
Are we going by Twitter rules where that would count as 2 characters?
Yes. That's 2. Alright. Well, Samson's alive, so that's good.
He just suddenly gets blasted by an image of Samson's face popping into his head.
Yeah, just...
Woke him up, but since he's awake, he wants to know who's calling for him. So...
Who actually is calling?
Oh, who the fuck wants to know?
What should I tell him?
Well... You should know Annabella, right, guys?
I mean, I think Annabella specifically said a wizard.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
It would be under... we could say Annabella, a group from Sanctuary in the Underdark.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, So... He said, ask Auradon. I don't know what an Auradon is.
No, he said send to Auradon.
Okay, what's an Auradon?
Auradon is a city over by where Castletown was, near.
Oh, well that would be very useful knowledge for somebody that's never been on his plane before.
I suppose so.
You cast sending towards people. You don't send to a town, you send to a person.
Could you have him, send us a rock or something from his home?
Well, okay.
Sends him his flask.
First of all, got a teleportation circle. Does he have a teleportation circle? So, we're Annabella sent us from Sanctuary. We're trying to get in contact with Ground Zero. Does Auradon have a teleportation circle? And
does Colfax have a teleportation? Yeah, you said you have one, right?
I have one in Colfax, yes.
Okay.
Do you know if Auradon maybe has, a thing? Like, this horrible place has honey, and Vorcrest has fish? Does it have, turds? Does it sell turds?
He's gonna message this all to just a really tired, annoyed Sam, and it's just like...
So, to my knowledge, we don't do a lot of trade with Auradon here. We send honey all over the world, but we don't take a lot of imports, if you know what I mean. We're able to make everything we need here, mostly, but Colfax may have imports that you can get that are from Auradon. I haven't looked around much, but there may be something.
I think he's trying to avoid it.
I just don't know.
Turds. They export turds. Every town in this horrible continent sells horrible things.
So my let me ask Samson.
I was gonna say, I was about to pull up his character sheet to see if he also had sending to send back, just like, hello? Still there?
Okay. No answer from Broad or Carrick. These people claim they know Annabella and are from Sanctuary. Does this mean anything to you? I got 2 words left, so
3 words.
that's all I got.
Okay.
That's all I got. Oh,
Yes, it does. If they can come, preferably in the morning, would appreciate it. That's all I got.
I'll cast it.
Isn't it like 10 o'clock in the morning?
No, this is more towards evening. After you're visiting with the honey farmers.
What the fuck did you do all day?
You visit with the honey farmers, you walk to town. Like,
Counted just how many fireballs it was gonna take to
You
blow
guys-
the whole town.
Oh, and-
We walked like 300 feet.
And
We sat down. Seth told us a bunch of BS about why it's okay that he stole property.
I'm also going to add on their welcome to. They are welcome to house.
okay.
I'll be right
So-
back. I'm just going to the bathroom.
He says I own the house now.
He says the house belongs to me.
You owe me several thousand gold.
So, Sam says
Crazy.
it's perfectly fine for you to stay here if you don't want to go into town. And he does know who Annabella is, so that means something to him. But I think... I don't know what your plans are. I don't have a way to get you guys there tomorrow. He doesn't want you to come tonight, that's for sure.
Sounds grumpy on the messenger.
But I would recommend spending the night here. And then, if you go to Colfax, there's probably a way to get there to Oradon from there. But also then you can scope out the rest of what you need to know. I mean, unless there's anything else. And at that point, Braunleaf's going to pipe up and say, well, there may be a way to get to Oradon in Colfax, or if we go to Riverdale and get clear out that keep there, or find the remains of the Three Rings keep there. I think there's a teleportation circle within the keep that could take us straight to at least the Trifold Keep, which is where I told the boys to head. So that's an option too. Well, it looks like you guys got a couple of options. Do you have any idea of what you'd like to do?
As of now, no.
Would you like to sleep on it?
More people are running away to go poop.
I know, this is when a decision needs to be made because the session's going to end in 11 minutes.
I feel like we should probably spend the night. You should probably let me look at your spell book and every spell that you know. And then we should go in the morning to a place.
We should go in the morning and follow up with Samson.
So we've got 3 ways to go. Samson, which we don't have an easy way to get there. Colfax, which at Colfax it would be easier for us to get there. And the Trifold Keep, which may have a teleportation circle in it. Right?
So the keep in Riverdale, or near Riverdale, will take us to the Trifold Keep, assuming it's still not destroyed. The Trifold Keep is roughly a 3 or 4 days walk, maybe a week's walk from Oradon.
So we don't have a good way to get to Oradon fast. We can either go to Colfax quickly and try to follow that trail for Ground Zero, or we go to Riverdale and use that to get to Trifold Keep to get to Oridon, or Colfax to Oridon, or we go back to Vorcrest and then we go back to the Hobgoblin camp and we join their cause to purge this land of this horrible, horrible society.
I am not in favor for the last one.
We need to go to Colfax, don't we?
I think it would be useful in this venture. Maybe there's been word there about Ground Zero, or who knows, maybe there's a teleportation circle straight to Oridon. It wasn't in my day, but you never know. Either way, we're about a week-long journey or so from Riverdale, whether we're here or in Colfax.
Well, if we can find something that could teleport us to there.
To Oridon.
Or Colfax.
Well, we can get to Colfax. Seth's got a...
That's right.
Seth has
That's
a
right.
teleportation circle, so he can get right there without getting stung by bees.
We can get there rather. We can get to Oridon rather quickly.
If we can get to Colfax, it's entirely possible we can get to Oridon rather quickly.
I must say too, I am rather relieved that there are survivors of Castletown.
So it's
there's
kind
these two, by the sounds of it.
It's kind
That's
of
a
down
piss
to either
poor,
Colfax.
really piss poor number to the amount of people that used to live there. 2 people made it out. Fuck. It was my job to protect that place. Shit, only 2 people.
So, what's your guys' plan gonna be? This is the DM asking, so I know what to prepare, because this is as far as I've prepared.
What happened while I was gone? Sorry.
You're trying to figure out...
Basically, we've got the option of go to Colfax and use Colfax to get to either Oridon or Riverdale, or go to Riverdale directly, or go back to Vorcrest and then Hobgoblin Army and destroy this kingdom.
Clearly the last one.
No!
Alright, so that it's 2 votes for Hobgoblin Army.
No vote from me. Any Hobgoblin army steps in
Storm
will be
of-
upset.
Storm abstains. So that's 0 votes from Storm.
He said it's a no vote from him.
Yeah.
No, he said no vote. So he abstains.
Whatever gets us more honey.
Alright, so that is Hobgoblin vote 3.
No.
Isaiah?
I don't care.
Hobgoblin? Alright.
I don't care.
That is 4 votes for Hobgoblins.
Okay, you guys are a good party. Objectively, the Hobgoblins are evil.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
let's go.
4 votes for Hobgoblins.
We are
We're
now
gonna
an
be
evil
the-
party.
We are going to be the angel on their shoulder. It's going to be a peaceful takeover and total fixing of this world.
Now, are you sure you want to kill that child? Oh, no, you already did it. Okay.
No, so Colfax.
I mean, I don't
Or
see why not.
Riverdale.
Colfax has the most options from there, so.
Yeah, I'd say. But to assist Dylan in prep, so he doesn't run into, we get to Colfax, and then we're like, okay, we're going. Do we want to do Colfax Oridon, Colfax Riverdale?
Well, I presume we're going Colfax hunting down the base.
That would be Riverdale.
No.
No, I mean, like, I think he means
Ground
Colfax
Zero's
to
base.
find, Ground Zero's base.
Okay, so so you're saying Colfax Oridon.
What?
Because Oridon is near the Trifold Keep.
No, I'm not talking the Trifold Keep. I'm talking the hole in the mountain that we dug above Colfax.
Okay. So
So, like, go to Colfax, talk to the pet shop owner.
wander in the woods until we find a hole in the mountain.
Correct.
Just look up in the sky
accidentally
for.
run into the freaking basilisks again.
I think it's mostly empty. I don't know if there's really anything in the hole in the mountain.
Yeah, we don't know that.
I don't think we ever cleared anything out of there.
There
Your
was a
guys'
treasure
hole?
chest with some
Yeah.
stuff in it. We left.
Yeah, there's stuff in there that just got left behind.
Yeah, just like a dusty bed with like a chemistry table in Sam's room.
A
Half
few
explored.
small corners for some more forge to stand in.
to stand silently and overnight. So
Plus, we get to fight our own defenses.
Did we ever
was
leave
their
any?
defense is just a door.
It's
And there was like some automated turrets, weren't there?
Yep, Builder set up some traps.
I think
So,
my
Col-
I think my vote is going to be to go talk to Samson.
So
I know it's out of the way and indirect, but it feels like the next step towards where we need to go.
So
And he
Col-
might also
better
have a more
responses.
direct path
For
To
situations.
see where they end up going.
where we're supposed to be going.
Colfax, Wanderers Woods, Oregon.
Yeah, I think that's going to be your best bet.
Alright, Colfax, Wander the Woods, Oregon.
One to the
You
woods.
throw like a whole horde of Yetis at us up in the desert or something.
Just one big Yeti. He's not really hostile. We attack him once. He's like, "Hey, what the fuck, man? Just showing you. You attacked me for no goddamn reason."
You can have a purple worm.
Oh no.
Okay, I got some notes. I'll do some session planning. Yeah, and we're actually finishing a session within the allotted time frame.
Yeah.
Do I have time to do one thing quick?
Yeah, and I might.
And it's all yes or no answers from you that are very easy.
Okay, so we'll say, because I want to do one thing then. We got
Okay.
5 minutes. We'll say you guys all get into bed, get ready to sleep, taking it easy, visit with Seth some more maybe, and
We're getting robbed.
so
Seth
cramp-
steals from you.
no, cramper nap. Just as you're about to fall asleep, you know that state where you're like dozing off and you're like get shook awake. You hear a voice in the back of your head. Hello, Cramper Nap. What is the status of your mission? Have you found Builder yet? Please report with any findings you deem necessary. Then,
we
what?
just don't respond.
And then she just it trails off because the spell's out.
I think I have sending prepared.
Well, you have a sending stone that you can use 3 times a day.
That's true. Anyways, we have located an associate of Ground Zero, known as Seth Salazar. He has given us some leads. We have been in contact via Seth Salazar's sending to Samson in a place called Oregon.
Are you out of words yet? Have you been counting?
Was this sending or the sending stone?
Sending stone. So you can do it
Alright, hold on.
75 words
Let
if
me-
you cast it 3 times.
Contact Seth Salazar, associate Ground Zero. Contact via sending Samson in Oregon. Head to Colfax, former Ground Zero base. Head to Oregon, meet with Samson. And I didn't space it out properly to throw a bitch on the end.
She casts it again.
Just the figures.
Thank you for the update. I will continue to monitor your progress. Let me know when you have more answers, unless I contact you first.
We just don't respond at all. It's like, shit, there goes another one. Send a new party
Col-
out.
Colon, close parenthesis. Smiley face.
Smiley face. Alright. That is what I'm done with. What do you got for me, Evan?
So Presumably there's like a private space Yam can go to for a second before bed.
You can go to Cheem's hut on the backside,
Yeah, sure.
or Win-Win's nest, or the top of Sam's tower. There's a few private places.
Yeah, he'll find somewheres. And he'll sit down on the ground, and he's gonna spend a little bit of time kind of meditating, trying to be like his brother, be super religious and cool. And he's gonna cast the commune spell.
Okay.
And he's gonna be like, hey Gond, like, I know I'm not like the greatest at doing all this like religious stuff, but like, you know, you helped me out a lot, and I got some questions. I was wondering if maybe you could answer them for me.
Is that a question?
No, fuck
If
off.
you want it to be. If you want it.
I won't be
Not
that
on the
kind of.
sponsors. No.
I won't be that kind of jerk
No, fuck off.
tonight.
Lightning strike.
So like, is Marion Gleason still alive?
So the way commune works is that yes or no answers, or is
A
it
yes or no
feelings,
answer, or a short phrase if a yes or no answer could be confusing.
In spirit.
The answer is no, he's dead.
Well, not quite. Because he's technically a minor deity that watches over the group occasionally to keep them from fighting. For your purposes, he'll say no.
He's just chilling with the Raven Queen. What the fuck did they do? I don't know.
His only purpose is to keep you guys from fighting amongst yourselves.
Oh, yo, thanks for answering, man. Okay, is Cheem alive?
No.
Okay. Alright. Last one. Is Carrick Leodon evil?
Yes.
Hold on, I gotta look at his character sheet and see what he put down.
Rude.
I want to see what you put down, but
I think I put down chaotic good or chaotic neutral, one of the two.
you put down nothing on your online one.
So evil.
No.
Absence of an answer is a false answer.
So, what's the right way to say this?
Yeah. What's the right way to say inexplicably?
No. Occasionally misguided.
Okay. Whoa, well,
No.
thanks, man. Like, I'll try to do this more often. I'll be a better cleric, Gone, I promise. But, like, thanks for the answers, man. Alright, okay, I'm gonna go to bed now. Good night.
Problem.
No.
I like imagining him as a desk worker, just like looking on the computer. It's just like, is he alive? No.
No.
He's just emailing.
Hunts and pecks.
Is this guy evil? Just misguided. Thanks, man.
Alright.
Just gives like magic
And
info
so
answers.
Yam begins his collection of information on the Ground Zero members. Every night for the next week, he's gonna ask this question and work his way through everybody.
Thanks, man.
I
NP.
kind of really like having teleportation abilities. You guys get so much faster.
I know, right?
There's no long, boring travel. It's just, we're there. We're working on it. We're past it.
Yeah, if you're ever not teleporting, there's a reason why you're not teleporting, and then it makes sense to run into encounters. So it just makes it all easier.
Yes. And I didn't want you guys to have teleportation abilities for a while because I wanted to have more encounters. But now I can have different encounters.
Yes.
I got smarter.
We get teleported into just like a hell dimension. Where are we? Fall.
Okay.
Just
I got some stuff to work with for our next sesh. It's gonna be great.
Do you want me to